What you are going? Blessings.
Good evening.
Good night, boss.
Alright.
Good night, very boss.
Good night.
Now you're a part.
Morning.
Mike.
Yes. Good afternoon, worldwide. The Titans
Mike,
are here.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
here now.
Have no
Yeah,
fear.
good.
Yes. Titans are here. I'm telling you something. Tonight, sure enough, it's not pretty enough, honest. But I'm not showing the criminal self more and more, you brother. Eh? It's bad phone, you know, tonight, it's a bad phone. Well, we don't declare from today already. Tell us, say, I know me alone. Because when I come and put up this today, I'm going to say, me are your worst nightmare. I know me alone, and me and my brother them, and me and my whole family. So you can call me to you and your Holness. We are your Freddy Krueger. We are your worst nightmare. Yeah? So when we start clobber you, you will know that everything you do, we're only accountable. Brother, we think the election. And that's what you are, you know, only that in a criminal right across. Mr. My brother them come right across. I'll show you again time I win neither, you know. You honestly the young miss when she run down the police, I say, we want back up, never play that.
Yeah.
Right? Them come out to the ballot box, cause stuff that. Again time, spend a bag of money. I'll show you who did I spend the money to me have that too. Yeah? Them get money from the UDC Monday. Them that take it out Friday. You remember when them come with a bomb scared?
Yes, ma'am.
Them, you know.
Exactly.
And by the way, when you know say they line them, they done. The telecommunication them, they done yesterday, right? Internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After about people deliberately cut. And them do it, you know. Them do these things. So them launch them attack. Because Andrew them tell you, you know, say them do chess. And this is what Andrew do. Andrew, let me tell you something, by the way. You remember your 2:30, you remember you lose them power. I talked to you this morning. And now we come back with the Titan. We say, wait till the Titan come. I'm here to tell you this. Brother, it's not an easy ride. I better go back to the poll very soon. Because Mark Golding, remember you don't have no 2:30 again. You don't have no powers around there. None! A lot of things we have to go through now with the 2:30. Remember Mark Golding, I forgot to talk to now, you know. Yes. And them around there, so. So the power there, the limit. Hey, brother, we don't know how you're managing it, but we have to deal with the case. We have to, hey, let me start because I have something I feel lay out against you, say, brother. The whole of Jamaica for reject you. I'm say something this morning. I'm serious. I'm here called from a diaspora, brothers and sisters. You see, any labor right of Jamaica could have your own. Yeah? You still have some of them beg money about for below slavery right and thing, don't not even 1 cent. From them, them could have, listen, if you don't want anything, whether you don't want the surgery, you must not get nothing. Go to Andrew Holness. Go to Andrew Holness. I just have my brethren call me before I come on here, you know. And him say, him stop at one of them places and buy something and a youth hungry in a JLP shirt. I tell him, say, I'm hungry. Him a beg something. He run him like dog, and he's a man who help people, you know. Oh, you feel hungry already? You can't hungry already, not you listen to me.
Really?
Make sure go to Andrew Holness, line up and go to him. We have to go treat them with newspaper. We have to go scan them now. Go to Andrew Holness. He means that, let me tell you something. When I have to a criminal, I saw where I deal with you. Yes, Byron.
Well, one of the beauty of the whole situation, right, as it relates to the general election. But first and foremost, let us, you know, celebrate Mark Golding victorious run.
Of course.
Because trust me, in terms of the comrade leader who had taken up, you know, a party that, you know, was limping and managed to unite the party and strengthen the party and now make the party become so competitive and now becomes a powerful machine. Then when the party was at 14 seats, right, obviously the People's National Party at the time was handicapped to the fact that, 14, there is nothing that going 14 going up against 49, right, could stop or try to, you know, direct any form of policy position. So they couldn't do that. They were totally handicapped. So now what happened now, right, is a new way forward, that the People's National Party has now become a force to reckon with. So these are some of the things that the People's National Party, right, being the power pack, right, they are now. One of the first things that is going to happen, right, the Speaker of the House will be changed. That is the first thing. So Juliet Holness will certainly not be the Speaker of the House. And I ask them that, you know. Now tell them that she will not. Because Mark Bowling, right, and the 28 members, along with the 28 members, they are not going to allow that, right, based on her performance, right, as it relates to, you know, she tried to manipulate the system as a result of her position. So that is out of the door. Number two, on the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, that as well is going to change, because now you're going to have more People's National Party persons added to the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee. Hence, right, of course, this time around and this leg, as it relates to this term, the Integrity Commission investigators will have now what you call a support system. A support system in the sense that they will have a strong support system in terms of if the Jamaica Labour Party, right, want to, you know, forcefully, right, do them usual push and try to, you know, toggle the Integrity Commission investigators. So that will not happen. That is not going to happen. Now, let me say this. We know the system in terms of the DPP. We know that Parliamentary will be out. However, that is an area where the People's National Party, right, don't really have any power there in terms of, you know, how the DPP is selected, because the DPP will be selected as it relates to through the legal counsel system, and that will be sent to the Prime Minister, which is Andrew Holness. And of course, you know that he has influence there, right? Because obviously he's going to either select Prince Keisha, Prince Kamika, or she's going to print. Yes.
Let me just say something, because she must even think of put up nothing right there. So, and by the way, you know, with all respect, I think them always consult the opposition like back when them consult Philip, and Philip reject the DPP and him still keep her. Because I said you have to consult the opposition and them know that. We have a strong opposition now, so we are watching.
All right, Wayne, I can send you the document. I can send you the document as it relates to the process. There's no consultation. There's no consultation.
No, the process, you know, but me I say
there's no consultation with the
yes.
With Mark Bowling. There's not going to be any consultation.
No, when do you remember when we can't play it back, you know? Because what them do with all respect, because through the house and them strong, you always, you know, the opposition might reject because them one who is a clean person and them not partial. Him, the Prime Andrew Holness reject Peter Phillips the last time.
Yes. But based on the Constitution, you understand that sort of consultation doesn't really need it. It can't really stop anything.
All right, so from the DPP came in, you know, them always do that with all due respect. You understand? Because anybody can go turn the Prime Minister at any time.
Well, I'm sending the document.
Yes. No, it's not the document, you know, Byron.
Okay, so but that is what we are saying.
No,
that, the consultation.
with all due respect, is that you are the Prime Minister. So you will say something to me and me say something and you will show me. I may say, you know, say, don't keep up, never look a problem because I don't like how she work. And with all due respect, you will go past that. Because them recommend out. Because me know
and you understand have no respect.
You understand, eh?
And you understand have no respect.
Yes, yes.
So him not go seek that.
Continue.
Well, you know who is Andrew Holness. You understand? Mark Gordon already.
He's not Prime Minister, brother.
Yeah.
I'm not Prime Minister.
Yeah.
He's not nastiness. Yes. Continue.
All right. So the situation is based on those issues, right? Andrew Holness definitely have a problem going forward, except for the DPP, you understand, and the corruption that might be the new DPP might definitely mix into. You understand? We are just saying, as it relates to Andrew Holness' strategy, right? As it relates to dealing with the DPP. But for everything else, right, in terms of a bill to be legislated on, right, as it relates to the bill in the lower house, right, Andrew Holness have problem because Andrew Holness now would have to have dialogue, serious dialogue now with the People's National Party. They have to be now recognized as it relates to any sort of bill, right, to pass, right, and so then they can't just rush through certain things. And particularly where it is even more difficult is when you have like anything to deal with the Constitution. So the next thing that is out of the door, let me tell Andrew Holness, is the constitutional reform.
Yes.
You know that the constitutional reform that kick out of the door. That is out of the door.
Yes.
The only way it happen is through the process of dialogue. And Andrew Holness decided that, okay, all right, we will give you this, and you give with that. That sort of dialogue, just like with the Integrity Commission bill, when the People's National Party has 31 and the GLP has 32 in 2016. That is how the Integrity Commission Act, the Integrity Commission bill, you understand, went into law. So it is not just Andrew Holness wanted us to just shepherd this into law and people giving Andrew Holness the credit, you understand, to shepherd. No, it wasn't a situation like that. If you go back on the electoral map, you see the PNP at the time has 31 and the GLP has 32 and so then some dialoguing has to take place, right? We agree on this, you agree on that, and so forth, and okay, all right, people sign off on this. So the Integrity Commission Act signed off by both a giant committee as it relates to the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. So then what we are seeing right now as it relates to this current People's National Party, right, having such a strong hold, right, now it's a situation where we now give the People's National Party all the teeth it deserves. So then Andrew Holness can't just come run out and say, all right, if him go in bed in the night and decide, say, all right, I am going to do this and I'm going to use my 49 members, right, to do this. It cannot be done, right? Because particularly, you understand, he doesn't have two-third majority in the lower house. He doesn't have two-third majority in the upper house. And so then the People's National Party going forward is very strong. But let me say something now. Between now and the next 5 years, as a result of the strength of the People's National Party moving, the People's National Party will be more funded, right, than before. This People's National, and this is one of the reasons why we have to have all of the respect and the powerful respect, right, for Mark Golding. Because really and truly, what in terms of what Mark Golding did, the People's National Party did not have the capital injection like the Jamaica Labour Party. Jamaica Labour Party has a ton load of money. But when you look and you see that in spite of the ton load of money that the Jamaica Labour Party has, right, the People's National Party managed, right, to, so competitive, right, and where people, it signal where people need change. But I want to speak about something else again, Wayne.
Yes.
As it relates to what we call voters' apathy.
Yes, yes.
Now, from the last general election, Wayne, right, we see that voters' apathy was, I think, 37%, if my memory serves me right. If anyone have a better number and can recollect me, well, that's
from the last election, yes, around that.
About 37%.
Yes.
Now, watch this, Wayne. This general election, the voters' apathy just going about 38%. Yeah. So then my question.
Last time, them say around 39, around that, yes.
About that. All right, just give them, 39. Let us, I think like 38 point something, but let's give them 39. Here's the question now where I am concerned. Here's my question. You are going to tell me that between the period 2025 years, and we only were able to influence just 1.5%. This is saying something to me that it challenges our democracy.
Yes.
Because if you check it between the period 2020 and 2025, 2020 where the voters' apathy 37, and then based on what we have now coming out of the EOJ, the voters' apathy is now 38 point something %. So I am saying something is wrong, fundamentally wrong, right, with the democracy. Are the people of Jamaica, do they realize the fundamental in terms of voting for a nation? Why we can't be impactful in terms of getting into that? Because look how much people have not voted. Where is the difficulty in terms of convincing these people?
But Byron.
Yes.
Yeah, when you just ask a question, if you look on the guy when named Gladsport Brown here, yesterday, because I was pushing this and then we are watching. Them know when you have a high voter turnout, always him suppress the voter turnout yesterday. One mistake the PMP people them make when them wear them clothes. If you look up in Juliet, number 13 place, the line them long and them exhaust the people them. Nothing going on by the thousands. Because you have vote. Once somebody tell me say them vote from them from 7, them vote 1 o'clock. How much hours that?
All right.
Some place some open. What hours that, my brother? Some people vote 3 and 4 hours, but if it take you 15 minutes,
yes,
the most 20 minutes. So this I just stand brown because they want to thief the election and turn with a lot of people in a sun act. Him is a piece of shit.
Yes.
That them look out for 55% for true, But exactly. People call me, I play some things. It's unbelievable. And when Andrew go down to a shop and I run 3 places, for more than 2 hours, and you not get it back.
So what I know
with them at Elvis. When I work,
all right.
People then go in and them turn them back, so you don't have this. So them do everything for fast straight. I remember them now vote for Andrew Holness, Him turn them back. The guy when they're blown. So that's why we get this yacht. So we see everything too. So it was a plan by Ron. By them.
But so fam, but glad how you anticipate me, because it seems like you know where I am going.
Of course.
Right? And some love the anticipation that how you anticipate me. Which you're perfectly right. So then let us ask the question again. What is fundamentally wrong with our democracy? So then when you look on what transpired as it relates to what you have said and which we know is true. Yes. Many persons were turned off. Many persons did not get to vote. Not only that, the process of Andrew Holness, you understand, administration buying vote where we have evidence of that.
That's right.
Not only that again, the process of you have where 7 persons, I think Spinks and I, we talk about it this morning. We are 7 persons in that particular PD, right? Calling sick from the People's National Party now. So they were paid. Yes. They were paid when to absent. So then goes back now to voters' apathy. It is the corruption of Andrew Holness.
Yes.
You understand? Because you know, if you go back and look at voters' apathy as it relates to before Andrew Holness venture into the system, that's why I touch it. Venture into the system, you see that we have an higher number. You understand? But from the moment coming down from Andrew Holness, comes straight down until 2025, September the 3rd, voters' apathy under the suppression and the corruption of Andrew Holness, you understand, is reading out 38. Simply means as a result of the level of corruption. You know where I'm going next, Ian? So then the corruption index. We now have to watch that the corruption index is going to dip. Because guess what? What is coming out now, you understand? I mean, BBC, another journalist, another them people that know say Andrew want to steal the election.
Them pick it up.
That is what yes. is the result of the voters' apathy.
Yes.
So I'm glad how you inject in the space there because you know definitely where I'm going.
I'm going to show you something, Byron. I'm going to show you bush rat. Can I have it in a bush rat?
Yeah.
With the list all them vote, I'm going to show you say Andrew lose him seat. So can I have it?
Of course he lose him seat.
I have it right here.
Lose him seat.
I'm going to show it, man. Go on,
all right.
All
right. Let me just do the maths.
Yes.
And this is how it is very serious. You understand? And those are the contributions to voters' apathy. Yes. You understand? And them know Big Mama and the whole of them who they try to hide it and they ask, what are the voters' apathy and where Andrew Holness turn off the people them?
Them and Brown. Glassboard Brown and the whole of them.
And Glassboard Brown, Glassboard. All right. Wayne.
It's a piece of shit.
Under the cloud of corruption, this man being corrupted, right, is issuing out award to Glassboard Brown. That is the art of corruption.
Before the election.
Right? So we don't want no station, no mainstream media. They talk about voters' apathy. And I talk about, okay, all right, the people this and blah. It is the corruption of Andrew Holness causing voters' apathy.
See it by your screen, the Byron.
The people them turn off, the people them suppress. Yeah, see that? Congratulations, our director of elections, Glassboard Brown, has been appointed to the order of this. This is corruption.
And him doing
this is corruption. So when you have the station, mainstream media, yes. running out, speaking on voters' apathy, they don't want to speak the truth about voters' apathy. What caused voters' apathy in Jamaica is Andrew Holness corruption, the deep corruption from Andrew Holness. Right? The deep corruption from Andrew Holness. And I yield back to make a next Titan take up the button.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Wayne Lonesome. Good evening, Uncle Byron. Good evening, Ricky. Good evening, Milton Bot. First of all, I think my theory is this, right? My 2 theories are this. The reason we keep having a low voter turnout is because our nation, or most of our people in Jamaica, are not educated on their civic rights and their human rights. That is my theory. And until we focus on these issues, it makes no sense we're out here talking about the plans and the policies and the corruption and the bad roads and the bad health and the fact that our population has been forced to remain ignorant and uneducated, right? Because when you look at countries like Germany, Germany has the most educated voters in the world right now. And when you compare to Jamaica, we are very low in numbers when it comes out to vote election after election. We can't reach anywhere over 40% yet. And it's a disgrace to think we have a democratic country in which but 50% of the people come out to vote. What's the purpose of having a voters list if 50% of the people refuse to vote? It makes no sense. So what is the disconnection between politicians and the voters is a bit simple because most of the voters here in Jamaica do not know their human rights and their civic rights. And until we start to educate our nation on why they have to vote, the history of voting, and the reasons they have to vote, then we are okay because national teeth and beating our gums. Now, when we look at yesterday's voting, my experience, I went there 6:30 to my polling station. I spoke to the outdoor agent. The outdoor agent confirmed the information that my name was on the voters list because I confirmed that information from the EOJ website before going. Now, when I went inside, first of all, when I was in the line outside, the EOJ officer, supervisor on the ground, allowed about 3 or 4 labor rights to go in ahead of the line. Anyway, went in and when I went back inside, went in near my PD, I met a young man and he asked me for my name. And I told him what PD I was looking for, which PD I was looking for. The young man looked at some papers and told me my name is not there. I have to try another PD. The PD was divided in both A and B. He said to try the B. When I went to the B PD, the lady told me inside, oh, it's from J to Z, right? My last name is Green. Why is it going to B? So I went back to A, right? And then he was trying to convince me that my name was not on the list. I used my common sense, stood at the door and asked the people inside, is my name on the list? I gave them my name, and the poll clerk was the one who said, yes, your name is here. I said, okay. Then I went in. The presiding officer was very nervous. He was shaking. His voice was nervous while he was giving me the instructions. And while he was giving me the instructions, he was there, if and butting and stopping all the time. Anyway, I did my vote. When I came back out with my paper folded, right, my ballot folded, as instructed, he claimed that he could not remove the counterfoil by tearing along the perforated line. Then he kind of slightly opened the paper, peeped inside the paper, and then he used a ruler to remove the counterfoil. After he did that, he folded back the paper properly and inspected my finger with the light and then told me to dip. After all of that, he stood there looking at me with the paper in his hand, my ballot in his hand. So I said to him, I'm waiting for you to put it in the box before I leave. And that is when the TNP indoor agent said, yes, she's correct. She needs to see the vote go inside the box. And that was when he put it inside the box. No, yesterday after I finished voting, I went on my WhatsApp messages trying to see other people's experiences. And a lot of sad stories have been coming in. People with similar experiences. And even since evening, somebody called me and said that their relative had a similar experience, left from overseas, came here to Jamaica, got nominated. They confirmed the name on the EOJ website. When they went to the PD, there was somebody there before you enter the PD telling you that your name is not on the list. And it happens more than one person here because I've been getting that complaint. And Uncle Byron, it was eight of them indoor agents from Meadowbrook area that did not work because they claimed they were sick. To me, I was told they were paid 150,000 Jamaican dollars not to turn up to work yesterday. You understand what we are going through here? So you have these little things happening, and the delays, the long lines, and I heard that the electrical one is not working, and they had to go back to manual. But I also got a report from Meadowbrook area where one of the ladies who came down from overseas to vote in Jamaica, she ended up having to take over the role of an indoor agent yesterday. And while she was there, she noticed that voters without IDs were coming in without um, any IDs. And what the EOJ supervisor was doing was giving them the answers to the questions that they were being asked. And she said she clearly heard one said, I am a draft, tell them that you're a draftsman. If you are that profession, you're supposed to know your profession. You don't need anybody to coach you on how to answer the questions that are supposed to verify you as a person. Does that make any sense? No,
No.
it does not make any sense. And time again, I've gotten complaints from people saying the EOJ and obviously the presiding officers, the EOJ agents on the ground or supervisors, and the presiding officers are mostly behave like they're laborers. Because when she objected to these to their behavior yesterday, they were willing to call the police on her to have her removed. You understand? So these are the things that happened yesterday on the ground. So they want desperate to know. We did everything we could. We fought a good fight. We got to 20 over 20 seats. A lot of new people are in the parliament, and all our 63 candidates are bright, brilliant people. So I have to congratulate my 29 new PNP candidates who will be representing me, my interest, because I am tired of looking on Cornwall Regional Hospital. I am in St. James, I can see the building. I am tired of looking on an unfinished building. Thank God, nothing for me has happened to my health for the past 9 years that required me to use a hospital. But I know of several persons who have had several distressing stories to tell about the hospital. I have a foreman who had his brother who had a stroke. And while the man had a stroke, the foreman that my employee has to leave the site early in the evening, go to the hospital to bathe his own brother. Not even that service is being offered anymore. Sometimes he would pay the candy stripe ladies to do it. And that's the situation that people vote back in. When I think of St. James only getting one seat, St. James, people, I am totally disappointed in you. Completely disappointed because you see the hospital on the hill. That alone, right now, as I predicted, on nomination day morning, I got water, full force in my water pipe. And yesterday was voters day for us to vote, right? And this morning there is no water in my pipe. They turn on the pipe from nomination day to election day. Can you just imagine living in a country where you have over 120 rivers and you don't have water in your pipe because they want you to buy water from their water truck? Leroy Clark lives in central St. James, and the people who voted him back into power do not have any water in their pipes. Norwood, same thing. Northwest St. James, same thing. West Central, the same problem. And it's always the people who live on the hills that don't have water in their pipes. The people on the flat of Montego Bay have water. The on the hill are suffering. And I refuse to buy water from a water truck that is owned by a politician or his family or his friends. I want water in my pipe. Andrew Holness came to Norwood July 11th and said they're going to give us a spend $6.4 billion on a water distribution system in Norwood. And he said out of his own mouth that the pipes were laid 2 decades ago. If the pipes are laid, why is there no water in them? And this is what they keep doing over and over to us again and again. And I keep wondering who voted these people in because I'm sure they don't have any water at their house. Even that. And even yesterday when I was going up to my polling station, there are two areas along the road that two vehicles cannot drive comfortable. Why? One part of the road is broken away to a single lane, and and the road wanted to be bush. Malaho is returned to power, and not even the road to the polling station was debushed. Not even the road to the polling station was fixed. And I still ask myself, why would you stand in a line in the sun to vote back this woman who has never worked one day in the constituency? She was rejected by her own delegates. 225 of them voted, and only 25 voted for her to return. It's time we get this woman out of parliament, and I'm sure that going forward, we will have many by elections because apart from the 10, 11, 12, or 13 of them over there that are guilty of illicit enrichment, I am sure this term will not even last five years for Andrew. I am sure of that because his case is before the court, and we will continue pressuring him and Daryl Vaz and the others over there who are stealing our money. And I yield the floor.
Yes, yes. All right, so melting pot, I can tell you something, right? I have some things to go through out, you know. But I have to make the man open the floor first, because Andrew, we're going to knock you, you know. I remember where your worst nightmare. Let me just tell you. And all of them done this, so. But always I beg and I look out for something now who come out, them a build this, will ever right, they must not get a cent from the diaspora. Go to Andrew Holness. Andrew, you can't keep an election and we not talk about it. Yes, melting pot.
Good evening to everyone. Good evening to the panelists. You know,
Good
yesterday was
evening, Nelson Park.
a day that corruption, marred the entire election process. And so it was a day that was filled with chaos right across Jamaica. And we have to just look at some words that were spoken prior to the election, like surrendering Jamaica, like not calling election until I'm sure I can win the election. Now these are some very, fundamental words that we must, make note of and dissect them carefully. But Andrew was re-elected by corruption. And the corruption started from in the EOJ office. Because when you have Glasspool Brown under the criminal prime minister nose, when you have a ghost ombudsman office under the criminal prime minister nose, then right there and then, that's where the corruption start to plan and execute. We know that them spend a lot of money buying vote because in the case of what Pinksview just, outlined, several people who supposed to be working in polling office were called, they call in sick. And, based on what the information surrounding that, is that they were being paid not to turn up. And that just show a high level of distrust even from these people. Because these people sign up for the job, and it's a job that is very critical to the process of democracy. Workers who are signed up to work cannot be bribed and should not be bribed. But because corruption is so rampant, and Jamaican people, you know, they can't bear for some money and ignore it, you know. Because even the 150,000 what them get, I don't know portion of the money, just a big number in a Jamaican terms. But in terms of purchasing power and value, it don't really value nothing. But they rather collect that money because they are underprivileged people where money is concentrated.
Inflation are going to make them shit it out.
Definitely. You understand? And then now them sell out the People's National Party and the supporters. You understand? So we have to look on corruption side of things because we know that marred the election yesterday for the People's National Party. And to them plan it carefully, you know. How them are going to strategize them plan. Because when you look, the manual sector and the election process was tampered with. The electronic side of things was tampered with. The supervision side of things were unpicked. So it's just corruption. Them choose the labor right policeman, them put at the polling station. Them have the power there. So them just arrange them workforce from the GSDF side of things and place them and them control the whole procedure upon the ground. Because up a Kentire, we see Juliet Holness in and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah. And even when the People's National Party supporters were, you know, pointing out, you know, what was going on, the policeman, them never move her. Them just protect her. We hear of Andrew Holness closing down, you know, polling station in his constituency. We see Dr. Crab from video and pay people money blatantly, caught on camera. Yeah. So we know there is a lot of issue on the ground yesterday. As it relates to the electronic side of things, the Chinese them control that aspect for the Jamaica Labour Party. And them in our country to do these things, you know. People need to know all these things. Can't forget about them people there. They manipulate that. So Mark Walden did not lose the general election on a level playing field. Yeah. It was marred by corruption. Because when you look at 2020, 21% voter turnout for the Jamaica Labour Party. The overall turnout was 37%. The People's National Party got 16%. Andrew Holness with 21% accumulated 49 seats. The People's National Party with 16% got 14 seats. But look at 2025, 39% of voter turnout, right? And from that 39%, which was an increase of 2% on the day. The Jamaica Labour Party lost 15 seats. The People's National Party gained 15 seats. So when you look at the projected number that we are seeing here and using the percentage, right? It shows you say it was a rigged general election. Because if Andrew can lose 15 seats, yeah, with only a 2% increase of populous vote for the overall population, it shows you say under no circumstance him should be the winner of the general election.
Exactly.
The biggest mover and gainer is the People's National Party. Exactly. And they had to do the corruption side of things to prevent them from winning the general election. Right? Because under no circumstance a 2% increase, yeah, should be the number where we are seeing. Because remember, I know 2020, the People's National Party literally not doing no campaigning. 2025, it was a vibrant campaign. I will see the numbers. Yeah. So if Andrew Holness retain all of him, 21% vote will get. in a 2020.
19 point something. Him drop.
Huh?
In the 19 point something when you check it out now.
Yeah, him drop. Him
Him
drop.
drop. Because you're more
Yeah. I'm just saying, the theme 21%.
Him drop now.
Give him support. Yeah, when up from 2020.
It dropped.
There's no way, no way him should have dropped to 19%.
19 point odd. Yeah, run after him. But him
Yeah,
dropped.
Yes.
him dropped to 21,
Yeah, man.
but him still win. When there's an increase of 2%,
Exactly.
it don't make sense. Using the numbers, it don't make any sense. Right? In the case of Andrew Holness seat, that was a blatant, everybody could see that. Because 108 seat, you know.
Yeah.
What about 108 seat, right? And when you look at what come out of the last 4 boxes that were counted, it was over 1,000. But when you draw the line from the counting start, Buchanan have Andrew Holness behind for most of that period of time. And going into the last 4 boxes, Mr. Buchanan was leading by 105. Now, if you can get over 1,000 out of the last 4 boxes, then using the projected figure, yeah, you'd have 2,600, 26,000 voters.
Let me say something to that though, because nobody.
Hold on, so I can just finish it up. Yeah. But when you tally the 2 opponent number, it's not even 16,000.
No.
So there's no way you can get over 1,000 out of the last 4 boxes.
No
way.
Let me just say something about the box. So most of them boxes are like 30, some are 40, like 50 or something. If you come here, watch the box, then when them come and hold them, that call it, right? Oh, the hell, Andrew, I'm going to get a box. 18 box left. And if there is no way you're going to put the 18, even if you have 100 in the box. Even if you have 20, and if you have 20 with 100 in it, you get 2,000, you get 2,200. So may I say it's wrong, them stuff, these boxes. You have 18 left. And there is no way Paul Buchanan only get nothing out of it, maybe just 80 yard. Me I go show you a sheet when I come. Me have the sheet for go show you still. Me I show you still.
When the number all along to the counting, him a match and the number. But the last 4 box, him not get nothing out of it.
Nothing.
But in the studio, you hear an analyst in the studio tell the next man say, Andrew's gonna win that, and he's gonna win that comfortable. Him no. It's your those last 4 boxes.
Yeah.
Me so sure. Yes, I'll show something. Yes.
Andrew no win the election fair and square.
No.
The guy just finish out the segment where I have to say no. You see, Andrew, him do, and him succeed. Yeah? Because the people in a Jamaica, them licky, and them not want nothing going forward for them future. Well, we know people in a high power, like, you know, IMF and them place, them impose a thing called austerity measure. You see, the diaspora now, we apply the austerity measure. You see this 3.8 billion to 4 billion where Andrew them get a year time, where benefit the country, that we cut to about 30% of that. And why I say 30%, you might have some people who have them kids that go school and them granny and them people there. Yeah. We see all them big great tone man, we are breed them and ask people for money for help them back to school. Make sure no next year, September, Andrew come around and go on back to school. Voucher like when do this trip, yeah. I love call election in a school term to use that mechanism of back to school to catch them. So going forward, make sure no Andrew can provide that for UNO. Because diaspora need to set an example now where the money we are going to Jamaica is supposed to dwindle down to about 30%. Andrew need to go to work now to feed them hungry belly labor right here. We have, you understand? So we have to start applying our own austerity measure. The next thing we want Andrew to do because that was the last promise to the people. Make sure you double the minimum wages, you know. Don't fall back on that, you know. Because them hungry belly people who vote for you, them are going to need it. So make sure you double the minimum wages. And I will see how successful you will be in that venture. Because I know you don't pay minimum wages. And the people who employ people will pay them the minimum wages, them are going to get rid of them people there. So the unemployment rate is bound to rise for you. But make sure you can pass that in law, the 100% increase for minimum wages worker. Because enough is enough now with the diaspora and this bag of money we are coming at Jamaica. It make you sit down comfortable and do your own business affair than run the country, because you sure know you can't rely upon nearly 4 million in foreign exchange we are coming at the country. So at your time now to mobilize that by going to work. Me know nobody now entertain you. Nobody now entertain you from outside of Jamaica. Because the entire world watch you steal that election. You can imagine in a UK where there's so much millions of people when you go to vote, you don't have no glitch. The voting process smooth, the place don't even crowded. But with a little small majority of people we have vote out of the 2.8 million. We have chaos right across the island. Something fundamentally wrong. And a guy get all a award before election even run him up for a award. Oh, you can be the prime minister going into an election and award a man to give him honors for Heroes Day. That fishy, that sting, that a corruption full force ahead. You understand? So, you know, and you feel like people don't know what to do. Yeah? Because the numbers show. The numbers show you lose 2% after your 21, but you still win. And we know more people participating at this election than 2020. But the good thing about it, Mark Walden have a louder voice now and a stronger voice in a parliament. You can't bully them again. Yeah? And the money we want to use around the country, the PMP eating at that. The PMP eating at the budget. Because 29 member of parliament have to get the money out of the pool. Not like 14 and the 49 who would have a thief the money. So we have the PMP, you know, and Mark Walden did brilliantly. And I can tell my comrades, don't be disheartened by the outcome. We all felt it and we hurt over it. But we move from a position of weakness to a position of strength. And that must be seen as something good. And we must celebrate that. And what we need to do now is get to work. Yeah, like how you see we the Titans come back to work. Because the process just begin. We have to work harder. We have to be more vigilant going forward in any election, whether local or general. We have to now command most of the decision when it comes to the election process. This guy, Glasspool Brown, he need to leave the electoral office of Jamaica. We can't have this piece of shit there. He have to leave. The whole electoral office need to shake up. You understand? I mean, know the PMP have a voice now that they have to listen to when it comes to who them selecting at that place. Because all of who them put in there now, a green army them. 90% of them are green army. And as I say, the whole place was manned by green army police. Yeah? And most of who them having at the polling station them were a green army them. So they manipulate the election and steal the election. But the good thing about it, we move from a position of weakness to a solid base of
strength. Love that message.
Yes. Pastor Mickey. Oh, before you say something, Pastor Mickey, let me show the people them this. You know, say, I know them have them glitch there. Yeah, people that take 4 hours to vote. You know, say, 5 o'clock on the dot, who not the line not allowed to vote. Me tell you, so them suppress. Hey, listen me. I
Yeah.
want suppression. Yeah. Let me show you something. Cafe must investigate this, Pastor Ricky and panel. Yeah. Look on this. Look on your screen. Look here. Anybody in the line, remember them that lawyer for vote? Them cut you off. So you must have law. So them do everything. Because when it low by run, them.
Yeah.
So you take 5 hours or 4 hours to vote on the line long. And if in the line, them don't allow you for vote. When the machine not get trouble and it locked down, them still don't allow you, them don't give you back the time. Them cut it off completely 5 o'clock. That's the them plan. And then me say, Pastor Rick, you saw me just show you. Me say,
I jump in right after you.
Yes. Me say them, me say Digicel and them go down same time too. This bad people. This is well orchestrated by them. Yes, Pastor Ricky.
Yeah, remember, you know, Desmond criminal Mackenzie and the criminal prime minister said them can't surrender Jamaican by any means necessary. Them have to win because them know that prison was their destination. And so they orchestrated a plan for steal the election yesterday. And so one of the things that Comrade Leader Mark Golan must do right now is to start investigate yesterday and get an investigation team together because I saw a report that CARICOM international observers applaud yesterday and said that was a great day for voting in Jamaica. But at the same time, CAFE is saying at the opposite, that there were people in the line that did not get to vote after 5 p.m. So there's a CARICOM observers is either them never upon the ground, and I think them only send 10 observers. We need way more observers than that. And furthermore, remember now the local government election, Criminal Vaz says at 9 p.m. him call Big Mama station. 9 p.m. in answer, there are people voting right now because they were in the line before 5 p.m. and they did not get to vote. You have that video there, Father alone. So remember, you know. So if the law says if you're in the line and the poll closed at 5 and you're in the line, you are obligated to cast your vote because every vote should count. Yes. And you're implementing your civic duty. From 2023, where I speak out, you know, and I said the EOJ needs to come out of the office of the Prime Minister. Yes. Before the local government election, where I sound the alarm. One of the reasons why is all presiding officers is selected by Glasspool. The presiding officers, they're all labor rights. The poll managers, they're all labor rights. Me hear reports yesterday of them I tell people to put them X on the opposite side of the symbol. These are voter suppression and voter fraud. Me hear them me get reports yesterday, so them I tell people say the ID expire and you need a new ID for vote. So they have people inside now where I hold up the process and I cause the people them get frustrated outside, which is a type of voter suppression to make people go back home. And I tell the people them yesterday morning, and I say, listen, on the stay on the line, don't leave. If we know wait 9.5 years to get rid of this government, if it take you the 10 hours or the 8 hours of the station open for, you must can endure in the hot sun. If you're going to the bleachers or stadium, go sit down, go watch a ball game or tracks. You must can't wait just to get out. This is a one-time in a lifetime opportunity right now. And some people leave because them get. I talk to somebody to the on the ground in a Portland, and them say a 3 hour I take them for vote, but they're determined them wasn't coming out of the line for go back home. And so these voter suppression tactics, them plan it, they strategize it for steal the election because the ground was swollen with the comrades. blood and fire, ready, fired up, can't wait for the vote out this criminal out of government. And so the suppression tactics for them use was to frustrate the people them. And then the next thing is the People's National Party lose the election from 3 to 5 p.m. yesterday. As I tell people yesterday morning, I said, listen, I mean, what been said as the week lead up to the election after nomination day. We say, listen, when I go to the polls early, as soon as the polls open at 7 a.m., bum rush the polls, cast in the votes, and then they can go be runners and bring back people to the polls. But you what now? You see, after them get the numbers them after 1 p.m., that's why I wear this jacket called 1 p.m. because that was his strategy. After them get the EOJ numbers from the morning vote and the percentage and so forth. So them start run money from 3 to 5 for bringing people where them claim say them are going to use to help win them the election. And when you hear all the baby mother from Manchester go up on Big Mama yesterday and I said, Kiara block her from our people them from go vote. And I appear lie them I tell because of money them I go to the polling station and in a constituency them go run. So from 3 to 5 every time, it's always a critical area. And that's why we as a party now, we have to be vigilant. We have to be sober because what them do yesterday is called voter fraud. Voter fraud. What them do yesterday is thief the election. Square and right there, them just thief the election. Finally, yesterday, the Jamaican Barabbas, the labor right them will take millions of dollars for go cast them vote. And the comrades them who get money for stay home allow the Jamaican Barabbas. You know, in the Bible, when Pilate said, which one of the two shall I give back unto you? Should I give you Jesus, an innocent man who come for help you? Or should I give you this notorious criminal and robber and a thief named Barabbas? And the people them say, no, we don't want the innocent man who come for help you. We want Barabbas the thief. So yesterday we said the Jamaican, the people them choose Barabbas, them choose corruption along with the voter fraud scheme. And so, as everybody has said this morning and throughout the day, leave Jamaican people them alone. Make the criminal prime minister take care of them. So because them sell out them vote, them sell out them future for themselves, them pitney and them grand pitney. And elections have consequences. The choices we make in life is either rewarding or it has consequences if we make the wrong decision. And so for the next 5 years, them have to live with a deceptive prime minister and government, a pathological prime minister and government. Them have to live with them communication team a run around with Big Mama them at the front line, I spread misinformation and disinformation. And so, you know, we did get sick and tired of it, but no, we now energized now for say we have 5 more years here for beat and teach. I will now come off of the wall like Nehemiah. We're going to stay up on the wall and be observant and hold them accountable. Because this Jamaican Barabbas, the last point, comrade leader Mark Golden, big up yourself because where you bring the party from in 2020 to today, it's a great accomplishment. When you run election to win. Comrade leader Mark Golden win 15 seats. That's a great accomplishment according to the vote, the percentage of the voter turnout that them said was there yesterday. And so we are now 3 seats away from forming the next government, which is more easier from this position that we are today than when we were 14 seats the day before. So any little anky-panky them keep up, comrade leader, on have to be aggressive, man. I keep saying when I can't play softball with them criminal. Them criminal, them not have no conscience. When I have to sound the alarm at every little thing what them do wrong, like how we do it on the social media platform them. When I have to slam them and hold them accountable and be very aggressive. You have to play hardball with them, man, and make because Fisher let's know I come out to the father Lord, someone I say, boy, right now, Mark Bolin lose because him tell peer life on the prime minister. Really? Go read the auditor general. Read the Auditor General report was said $3 trillion stolen from the Treasury, and out of that $12.2 billion from the Prime Minister's office. I read the Kirk Beresford sworn affidavit about the Prime Minister and involving a all-in cash plus SSL and the fake shell taxi company them when same up. Read the Integrity Commission report table in Congress, Parliament last year, September, and the Prime Minister and all of the bank accounts when about the money laundering. So nobody now tell a lie on the Prime. One last point, when the Parliament resume, if it's next week, there is the annual report from the Integrity Commission that every June 30th, them office submit their annual report. Them shut down the Parliament quick. Them shut down the Parliament quick because them never want table that report before the election. Now, Comrade Leader Mark Golan, you have to hold them accountable in Parliament because according to the Integrity Commission Act, the law says on the next seating of Parliament, the report have to be tabled. Right, Father Lonesome? So that report where them are sit down upon, where them withhold from tabling because them shut down the Parliament prematurely. Them have to table it the first Tuesday when Parliament open. And Comrade Leader Mark Golan ensure that them table this report because in this report, we might have 3 or 5 or 6 of the 10 illicit members that are under investigation, and them with all this before the election, in a them corrupt mind, them feel so them now want the people them know. So, Comrade Leader, hold them accountable. Back over to you, Father.
Yes, man. All right. So, we could just go down in some of them things about people. Agintai, you lose your seat. We could just draw for this Agintai. Say, money I pay for your thing, Agintai. I move this. Because we have the thing them where I show them up in. Agintai. You know that you would tell? Go pay the money Agintai. In the Mark night. Michael night. Mark night. You know what? See me. So you hear me Agintai. No, you hear him that? Yes. I hear him. You know win your seat neither. So I could play this with Agintai. I could play this right there. So hear this now. Hear this. Hear this.
Wow, you have a right to TV box a Bosco Bell.
Most of who make it nice don't know the principle. What kind of
So people stop this because it's not supposed to go away. But hear the one you know. Hear this.
The man go when we box them people. The man go when we box them. We gone for Wood Park Road. Them gone when we box them. Them gone when they box them.
People, a police that you know. She said a policeman up here. This is when she drive them down and them got change out the box. That's why I say Agintai. Agintai no win, you know.
No.
Them there stuff box. Them there where them run got change up and stuff up. And this is what them do. I do them buy and go to sit down.
And the baby,
Come in. The man go when we box them people. The man go when we box them. We gone for Wood Park Road. Them gone when we box them. Them gone when they box them. We are running down. We need backup. We need backup. Hello.
You hear this?
Yeah.
Them guy with the box them. Here I know people remember play here so. The first that long time. Hear this.
The baby mother now we need her now.
Me did a follow the ballot box them. The police girl them and the police boy them here we going to Wood Park Bush because that's where the fucking box them. That's why I made it upset. You see if Bobby did win and win fair, I wouldn't cuss. I don't get upset about politics. But all this time I hear about about thief in politics. I force me a seat on a blood clot tonight. Bobby Dow in Western St. Mary. But I want thing me glad say. You know who am I glad say? Pussy Wall Marriage now win Central St. Mary. On a sect.
I see that
Me did I follow the ballot box them. The police girl them and the police boy them here we going to Wood Park Bush because that's where the fucking box them. That's why I made it upset. You see Bobby did win and win fair. I wanna cuss. I not get upset about politics. But all this time I hear about thief in politics. I force me a seat on a blood clot tonight. Bobby Dow in Western St. Mary. But I want thing me glad say. You know who am I glad say? Pussy Wall Marriage now win Central St. Mary. On a fuck out no about champ. Which blood clot champ when I make holy people ball about your pussy. Pussy you cannot win. And I say that with my chest. I am in a blood clot business. Me no business. Because whether PMP or labor right in, I'm in work with my have to eat food. My have to blood clot. Tell your wife.
So I see this, you know. I see I drive them down. Yet me
Go when we box them people, the man go when we box them. We gone for Wood Park Road. Them gone when we box them. Them gone when we box them. We are running down. We need backup. We need backup. Hello.
That's a call attack.
Come in now, come in.
So you tell me now. With Agintai, I'm sure you who him a pay. Cause pay him the pan. I reckon say yesterday them did they pay money, you know. Yesterday when him a pay money. We get somebody knock a picture with the guy in him in the car, him appear him this in that. I pay money, I drive on, I pay money. We can be that, you know. See? You know me like I'm prove with things, don't. See?
Yeah.
This is how them run for them thing. Eh? Or if you have a government where so I be a criminalism in them head. It's a criminal government. Them are not even government. Me can't respect them.
No.
So all them do is go around, yeah, spend this bag of money, buy vote, buy this, buy that. It can't work. That's why the country runs so. Yeah. And that for sure said them and like nobody at help and do this, you know. The whole of them are criminal. They are criminals. Everything what them do, them in a criminal. Even Fly Green no win, you know. A lady call me and our family member, I get 70,000. Remember me carry it, you know. Yeah? The guy from Solid Waste, go down there, a Fly Green, 70,000 each. 70,000. You see the 1 billion where Andrew just called for this festa. You see the $1 billion where my tax 50,000 people, you think of it. 20,000 each. Both them give them the poor and the needy. But if you just call for $1 billion so, and you make them just give them the money they use and pay a bag of people to, you know, and it don't work out either, you know. You understand? So this is what them get up and do. Them are criminal. You understand? This is a criminal. See? Piece of shit. Come over me thing. Come over me thing is that piece of shit. The man them mark box and got change when the ballot box and stuff that and write it back. Now them do it. You fucking idiot, you. You're a piece of shit. Emily Smith. You're garbage. You're chucking at your mother. Don't come back around here, so. The man, them, let me tell you, remember them move the box, them in a brother. You have the paper, them, and you can't trust Gaston Brown. You cannot trust him. It's simple, and them have the seal. That means them have more seal. Okay? So what them are going to do, them carry the box, them empty that, destroy it, and them mark back the box. Pay JLP, them just put the extra ready. Put it back in there and move it. Somebody win. People have explained to you a piece of shit, yo. So you just seal back the same box. Them carry it. So them reach late. Simple, not true. Them just empty, put back a seal. Them mark back because them have everything. Remember JLP, this them are criminal. Them are criminal. Yeah? So you talk about ballot box. So what happened to you? Go away, man. Here's a piece of shit. So the box itself, nobody when them carry the box, them are going to empty that, get rid of it, put in them content, and them have seal from down there. Them seal it back and carry it. Last night, if you listen, them reach late somewhere in a Trelawney. Them just a pull up. Where them did there? Clover win. Stuff them go throw them out and stuff it. And the same thing with Andrew Holness them. The same thing. Yeah? That's
Mass back coming
so, hey, you're whooping 18 bucks, and the man only get like 89 and you get 2,000 out of 18 bucks. No way! You know, that's why it couldn't move. Let me show you something. When you can't trick nobody boy, you know. Got the box them, you know, that's where the box them. You just drive careful where you go, and you just pull that, and you seal it back. What happened to an idiot? Eh? When you can't bring nothing, hey, let me tell them to go away, man. Because when you count it, don't when you open it and count it, you lock it back for the night and put a seal on it. That means they may have the more seal. Them have more. Them is criminal. Them have it. Them have them with them mark, so they may drive, stop, empty it, fill it back, put back a seal and carry it. You think people are idiot? Eh? Them for go away, man. On a big stinker food, on them count it and then them. All right. In a mobile, you know, 2020, you know. Me not ask Omar Davis, you know. Because Omar Davis can wake up a lot of people and carry them down there. And them stuff that ballot box. After I count, they say them account, them open it early morning and stuff. Because people they talk to me. He promise people enough things and them not get it. Them talk to me, them tell me exact what him do. It is their school and I show them go stuff the ballot box. Them can't come and trick nobody boy. Eh? In that Oma where Nikisha beat in a virtual, you know. 2020 stuff him go stuff box, you know. And people will go at the school go stuff it talk to me and tell me what them do. So them can't trick me, I know what I'm to know. Me look like somebody but them can't trick. Eh? Me know what go up on the ground. We're not goddamn criminal. And I saw him win. Stuff the ballot box. And he promised people all kind of things and them stuff it, you know. Go wake up and go for other people out of them bed and thing and go stuff it and win. You understand? Change it up and go win. Same thing them do last night. When they move from one spot to the other spot where them account, them and move it, them go change it and go stuff it. Get rid of them and destroy them, they put in. Because they are doing, remember, you know, the ballot box, the ballot itself, it not have on your signature, your name, you know. The ballot itself, they just have on the symbol and the X. Because the part that got here, so it's simple, them get them a gas board going down there, and them just put it with the X side of the bell. So you just stuff it with most of that, you seal it back, you go along with it. Then I 1, 2, 3 that, you know, on a big stink and force. You know, hey, when if you go where, you know, Mr. Hey, I'm never going to some details when I drop down. Mr. Them did stuff that in 2022. Me not even ask them. You know what thing? Hey, you said that something, you may draw down from people, so me not bother do it. But me I tell you so that them do. Yeah, me not ask. See? So we know them style. If no win neither, the Prime Minister not win the same thing them do. Look here. Look on the Prime Minister. Look on this. I'm gonna move this.
And the baby mother no win need over Manchester, you know. She no win need.
No, because them appear money appear sitting. Look on that. Look on this. Yeah? He might lead, you know, long them have that up there, so. Yeah? 16 bucks left. But all of a sudden you have 2,200 and 2,200.
95 votes difference.
And 99, must 92. So when you look on that, you say, hold on there. Hold on. Let me look on this. Let me put up this for me thing. Let me put up the one with dead man. And then nothing night, I just the 18. Let me put up dead man thing. Because dead man, me have one of your things them, you know. You know, so somewhere, me have to look how it stay. Let me put up one of the things them and look how it stay. See? Run and some of the things different, you know. Watch me. Look out for one day. When I look, you know. Let me move this. Hey, them know say the eagle them and pro there now. Watch this better. Watch it what me I put up now. Look on this. You see how this? You see what me have? You see what me have? The result. Detailed box. By box report. Okay? Look on this. Then I'm told. All right, let me see this now. with a in get me tell you say even if you have a box and them wants why you must have thing in it. Not true. Right? Look here. We have a 4 in this, them have a 3, them have a 1, 90, them have a 1, 0, them have a 1, them have a 2, them have a 5, them have a this. Most of them, I look at, we get up, look here. When dead man have 5, we have 91. When dead man have 17, them have 79. You understand me? I say, even in a effectively hour where him get this, with us, see that with you know, and dead man, you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. See that? So even see that, so we can look up the score and look on the one of the thing them, what them have done this so. See we have a 1 and a 2. Oh, the man if you just get up and not get no out of one box left. Look on this. See we have him have 5, dead man have certain place, you know, see that? And you see this primary school. You see about this? Yeah? Satellite Park Primary School, 5. We have this. So we get more vote on this. So 79. See the 33, 31, we get 38. 20, 22. 9 dead man get, we get 146. So we have strong runner somewhere there. So you see it? Eh? See that? You understand? So me can look on the page them. Kingston School, Kingston High, Center Leap. Look here. You see what me have? Do you see we target numbers from them, don't it? You see it, melting pot?
No, you have to slightly increase the funding.
How many know you not see it? Hold on. I think you see them, you know. You can't see it now? When you can't see it?
We can see it.
All right, look on this. This is how we dead man with her, right? When you can't see them. You see how we target numbers too. This is how we talk over here, so. See we here? On my right hand side, the dead man Mackenzie. So each time the independent, they get vote. You see we target numbers. Look how we target numbers for them. Now one day them add them up right, we target some number around here, you know. You see them? We target numbers. No care where you do, we target numbers. Different school. You see them there? You see them?
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, we see it.
All of them. So him get, all right, see them say we get 1,300 and add and get 8,000 and add. The other man get this. So we can sit down and count them. You understand? A dead man want this, me have, you know.
No.
You know, eh? You see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Eh?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah, I think the Kingston Western one, eh?
But say we know a dead man Mackenzie box that run in place.
So me like look out, let me tell you with me, you know, me like look how them set up and everything. So when me talk with, you know, me talk unassailable. You know, we talk with authority, them can't challenge me. So me know them set up and me know the thing go. See? But me see we target numbers. Oh, the man only does 18 bucks. And him jump and him have everything and then him just run around the man. Me don't know. Yes? Him lose him seat.
We know him lose him seat, man. We know him lose him seat.
Adam win him seat. Yeah, Adam win it. Yes. Yes. Him lose him seat. But them do them have the election. And by the way, but you see the one them I say, cry this and that. If Andrew have 49, yeah, and Mark kick him foot. And what them do I try to stop Mark holding this up with the months of pay and all kind of things. Them have 10. And them with them pay. 10. Them that get the money from out of UDC from Friday. Them are people going to deliver it like up in Agintai. Millions them spend. 10. See in Agintai, Audrey Marks, same road of the bulldozer, the one of them. We see the one of them. One who them have spend money for. The same one there. All him know we nothing like that, you know. A bag of money him spent to, you know. Fly green, you know. The amount of money them spend on that. Unbelievable. Millions. When the man go give you girl, when the man go give people them 70,000, remember, you know, I ask them with them because we see them get the money, you know. See? But you can't grab your camera with the one some other people have video them for just publish them. 70,000 some people get 70. See? Them run money for win. So me know so them now promote criminality around here. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Buchanan win this guy.
Yeah.
And Holness. And if they didn't make that stand, him can't be a prime minister. Him couldn't come in, go nowhere at all, you know. Dead in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Him dead in the water. See? So what them do? Them just pull a hocus pocus. Yeah. See? Flag green, him not win nothing either. See? And what them do, them use money. You can't have a government so corrupted. Go on and buy. Where you look? Hanover drop, you know. Look here. This is Hanover. Same way, the same trajectory where them have it drop. People say Hanover here. I'm not sure on Hanover. Hanover drop. Say Hanover 1, 2. See that? Hanover drop. Westmoreland drop.
Yeah.
See? You know why Malawi vote a drop? Let me show you why she not drop. The amount of money them going to run down there, it's unbelievable. See that?
Bring struck.
Yeah. Let me bring in Malawi thing. Why she not drop? Because you have some people running and cussing. I mean, I'll show you some of the things. Let me move this. See? Malawi that drop shall buy vote. So you have you to come out and say, at the PMP then go buy some PMP, you know, PMP you to what them do and him none of them. Malawi. Let me find Malawi right now and show you. See? You to have PMP people on him. So them put on the shirt when a 15,000 share run yesterday. 15 grand. See? The one of them in a corruption. For you buy vote, remember criminal you so you're a criminal too, you know.
Yeah.
If you go away, no sir, go better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Father Lonesome, the representation of the People's Act of 1944, Section 70 and Section 91 and 94 prohibits buying of vote. It's illegal. So it's these law makers are breaking laws to win an election.
All right, watch this. Here the youth, and come out and show them face.
PNP same way, you see it fully, me never switch. All when me lose, me never switch. But me there, if you talk about my PNP friends them, a couple weeks ago, me soon in a Andre Horton shirt. You know when I want a piece of salary. Me soon in a Andre shirt. But yesterday now, when Malawi come cross and they issued $15,000, my same PNP friends them, they take it here for $15,000. $15,000 we waste a daytime for a roadside. 15 grand where we buy things to drink a roadside a morning time. 15 grand for one of them little cheap boot they don't have beer and that you no sell out for. But this man will buy one AC for $150,000. I couldn't go no money. If me really know something go sell out and dream, I don't go no money for that. I'm no mission.
Word. Word.
Yes. So this and like people, and like one time when everybody shut up. You know, people have video things. When they want people for vote, let me show you what the JLP how desperate they are. Yeah? Look on this. Look on this. I'm not gonna come in now, but look on this. Let me just put up this and show now desperation kicking. Look.
Man, just look on the poor man. I go drop all the money good. When the can't wicked so poor man. Just look on the poor man. I go drop all the money good. When the can't wicked so watch yourself. The man don't want to vote and never force it. Poor man. Just look on the poor man. I go drop all the money good. When the can't.
Hey, some of them people never even renew, and some of them they depend on the thing. Look here, look on this.
Clark, me I tell you wickedness can't done.
Look at the people around the man.
Kill him instant. It's a big stone if you get in face. Straight.
Hey, them people, you know. And you want to say them crew evil, you know.
Them people feel rest. Because you have to have a system in place to cater for those type of people. You must have a process that is fair and transparent where you can go to these people and do them thing and it remain intact in keeping with the election guidelines. But because this corruption runs Jamaica in a way and panelists.
Yes.
This is why they don't want to put the real mechanism in place. Or when you voting at the UK, your voting card come at your yard and you carry that, it tell you, bring your ID along with this, and it tell you where your polling division there. And when you go there, the amount of people who live in the UK, we and you know. But our team have no glitch, no jam, no day and night, it's a smooth process. And there is no police even man the place. Why can't we have that in Jamaica? Because Jamaica under the suppression of corruption, and to them and the whole of them, we know them by vote, we know them stuff the box. Yeah, because we did have make sure know we have to tell people them say, have on a phone charge, follow the box them.
Let me ask something. Let me ask something. So Andrew, when them people are sick, we see people are dead in the hospital, I lie down pan all kind of thing, we don't know even look on them. But you know go them there, them yard. When you know you take them and kill them and forget to look a vote. You know whether go take them and carry them like this and just carry them, go drop them out back and that's it. Look at Panama never can write. He can't even make an X. Them and tell him if you go pay and try to make the X. That's why look at.
Look, $500 and you make X with him $500. Right, Captain? I make him can vote. He name up there, no? I make him can vote. Stop. Come cross with him. So no. You know, so the people are going we're not going further with this. Right.
I seen them thing here, you know. Andrew, this is a desperation. Then
carry him out a holy man and show him what to do and a pay him. Come on, man. But we're close to getting rid of it, you know. We're close now. As Pastor Ricky said, only 3 more we have to defend. You understand? We're close to cracking the corruption code, man. Remember, no, say next time that a knockout. Yeah, them can't stop the PMP at the next election. Right? Because we close the gap now. We operate from a position of strength, but we never have. Them boy can't do them anti-panky thing and push it through to create them system where they want to use. So we know we're almost at the point of cracking the corruption code. Yeah? So them get an extension, yeah, in a civilian life. But coming soon on the back of this high-level corruption that presided over this general election, we know them are getting beaten, and that's when them are going to prison. Because all of this where we have on them, you know, if I even them time that we are use it and incriminate them, you know, we are use it against them. Because remember, you know, see that live in living color, having time, we know what you do. Andrew Holness, we know what you do. Juliet, we know what you want to do. Mama Cow, yeah. Faval, I buy, she buy up a puppy in the Buchanan, yeah. Fly Green, in buy down, so. Rhoda Crawford, they don't beat the man down, man. You understand? We know we're going, man, but, you know, we couldn't intercept it the way we feel intercept it. Because the security, I will prevent PMP from really having the thing under more stricter supervision. Because the security where them send it are unpicked GLP people. Them. Some of them are come from the artsman, but them are use a turn policeman now. Move them up to district constable. Yeah? At this Andrew plan to do, that's why Andrew said now call the election till they know what Sen can win. Because them things never put in place. And to talk everything we're going to do, you know. Set up the task force, we do a little thing, draw all of the institutions where we preside over fear and election, and have them beside them and corrupt the thing. When the man glass pole brown down him Andrew awarding, Andrew know him can't lose. How can you make a prejudgment like that? You're a man. When they beside you. Yeah? And that award was issued out in October come. Yeah? The election at September. But you make sure tell him thank you from before you even contest the election. Come on, man. This is a corruption to the poor man. Yeah, but as I said, the mountain of corruption where they have, it had dwindled down. I use back the floor.
All right, let me play
Can
this.
I can I can I say something now?
Yes, yes.
All right. First of all, try to remember after the last election that we had in Jamaica, the local government election last year, February. Tufton came out. Tufton was the one that came out and said they need to teach their voters how to write an X, right? So it's a point of showing you that most of the laborites are uneducated because he said that most of the people who tried to vote for the Labour Party at the time, they did not write the X properly. I want to make a correction on something that Ricky said.
Pastor,
It does not. It does not.
it's Pastor Ricky.
It
Thank
does.
you.
It does not matter which side of the symbol you put the X, as long as it's inside the box. Um,
Hold on
I
there.
would
No,
advise. I would advise.
Don't accuse me. I said I had reports of people saying the presiding officers was telling them to put the X on the opposite side of the symbol. I didn't say that's what I said.
And I'm trying to correct you by saying that it does not
You
matter
have
what
to
side
correct
of the
me. This
symbol
is
you put the
what
X.
stuff that I got. It's not me who said it. It's what's been sent.
Okay.
People sent it to
All
me.
right. Um, I hope my Jamaicans learn from what happened yesterday and avoid wearing party colors to polling stations. I think it's best that you go to the polling station in your neutral colors. All right.
Definitely.
And my theory of what happened with Andrew's seat is that my theory is that the polling station that was closed, that's the Pentecostal Basic School. I want to remind my Jamaicans that that polling station was actually closed last year. That building is actually a school, a basic school that was closed last year by Andrew when he put hurricane victims inside that school. So for 1 year, that school was closed. That school was normally used as a polling station. The fact that he went there and issued that the polling station should be closed, it gave them time. It gave them time to switch out whatever boxes or whatever they wanted to do. That is my theory. I think that's where the 4 boxes came from. I think further going into in the future, we must consider subdividing the PDs. I voted yesterday to in a PD that was divided into A and B. They can be subdivided further into A, B, C, or D, or whatever letter because it takes to cut the lines shorter. I think that is the best solution because when you think of some polling stations that have this long line, all you had to do, the EOJ had to do, was basically look on the list of people and the amount of people assigned to vote at each PD and cut down the numbers by subdividing each PD. Homer Davis last year, local government election, I know for a fact he paid some PNPs not to vote. And how they do it is that they will come to your house with the ink on your finger. And as they pay, when they're paying you not to go out and vote, they ask you to dip your finger in the ink the day before the election or the night before the election. That's how they do it. And and I would like to remind Jamaicans that the final vote is not still in. Yesterday, what we got is the preliminary numbers. From 10 o'clock this morning, they have been recounting. So hopefully by tomorrow, we'll get the final count and the final solution to this issue of voters and election final numbers. And I yield the floor.
Okay. All right. So George Wright, you start take back your bike. Me get remember me there everywhere, you know. Maybe just tell them this, right? So you see me, I get the call. Yeah, you start take back the bike. But you take back the bike for George Wright. You adapt me, I tell you, don't make them trick on you, know. Yes? That way, they do some bike and the police them take them out too, you know. Me know them bex. So me I put up film lady and Isaac. Congrats. I'm a congrats Mark and the whole PMP team, yeah? Because you know what them, you know. You know what, the member, you know, Andrew might have run 2 years so, but him couldn't stop that thing that will come, you know, 15 gone. So you see, him powerless in enough ways. Yeah, that 2/3 the way him do. Remember, if I'm me, hey, I should have me have sit down and listen all that 29. And by the way, them have a magistral recount maybe for 2. Be careful them draw a card pan for them there, you know. Watch them good. That them not switch out nothing. Because remember them are criminal. Yes? Watch them. The one up at Dunn and the other one Central and Kingston. No, watch them. Them are criminal. Yes. Watch them. Because them want thief on the thing. See? But them sad. Because when a Colonel Charles daughter, when they take back on the land now, she get free way, you know. The other one and the amount of money them spend, yeah, and come up with the foolishness. That's why I'm not get fling away. See? Without them thing, yeah, them spending and the money with them use government money and spend and do all kind of things. Nobody will even look on them. Them can't win without criminality. Yeah? That's why Andrew never repair no road. And when we talk him say, when we say Pastor Ricky, we must say, politicize it. That's a
Yeah.
And now him turn around and him say, boy, I do this and them a repair road. And when we look, we see Anne-Marie Valls. All she do is wind up a little body. Wind up. And then tell people she a repair road. She a fix on the road. Eh? See how she's stupid now. Hey, Pumbal. Yeah, your woman don't like, you know. And you me over there, you know. She don't feel lose. Shall I tell the people about them bad mind now? Hear this. What
time of my I will forever remember this time of my life. The rural school bus system and that shopping center.
People, she remember the rural school bus system and shopping center. That the other day I hear President talk about this.
That's how she did in 6 years.
So hold on. The rural school bus system of PMP carried in up 2015 in a month. Me show it, you know. So now we got adapt something history. So she remember the rural school bus system when I got up on stream yet, the one where them stop now and carrying the whole bus them. For April, them then I go, yeah.
For all is fortunate.
People, Pastor Ricky, I'm letting Pat, well on there. So the shopping mall of the less fortunate. Well on.
Everybody.
Because the less fortunate have the money for going to them mall.
Of my life. The rural school bus system and that shopping center. For all is fortunate. Those 2 things are near and dear to me. But the most important thing of my 6 years in this constituency is the relationship that I have built with the young and the not so young.
With the young and old, mom. She said with the young and not so, with the not so young. Oh, she talks so, man. You see this man, man.
Shallow sympathy.
But no, but I say speak with the young, you know, and the old and the elderly, you know, with the young, the middle age and the elderly. Oh, what you mean by with the young and not so young? What kind of speech that, man?
Is the relationship that I have built with the young and the not so young. Men, women, and children. My name is called Anne-Marie by the littlest of voices. When I move around in this parish, in this constituency. It's not an MP moving around. It's them auntie, them granny, them mother, them friend, them sister.
Why? Why you're sickening, man? The people, them glad. Them glad. I'm not going to talk now, but before I talk, I see when I laugh, but I want to play this on my mind now about that person here. Hold on there. You remember that person here? You know, let me tell you something. You know, never big up the performance at the new MP.
But you want Portland Road. Barbican good, but you want Portland Road. Constant Spring Road good, but you want Portland Road. Junction get good, but you want Portland Road. They need to tell us where the $3.1 billion would take out there. January we need it now. Front end and mash up. Rural development and not just agriculture. We have shop, we have beauty salon, we have bank, we have school, we have health center, we have hospital. We live a life like them. We need our road now. We need our road now. We need our road.
That is Bloomfield. That's Sir Bloomfield. And when the matter, you know, who did them make a fix the road around there? Before him just end up dead like the she. And when them ask her how she fix road, or private people tell her to fix road, private people. She go around and then put her as a caretaker. And as in dead, she enter it because them have favor a by-election. And she enter it and win. She never say no, the man are dead. It no look good. You remember it, right? You remember it?
Yeah.
Yes, we remember. We remember.
Yes. So this as she know about this and that and about them have to move them. Them have to move them. Pump should have lose too. But to buy out the place. I remember telling you again, you know, we are one of the worst nightmare. We not around put one around here. Yes. So and like when I come back and we're going to say now every day we are beat in the same way. We are all accountable. I make me just one and again. We don't labor right. We love send out on the beg and think nobody in the diaspora must go on nothing. Go to Andrew Holness. Go to the criminal them. When you get up and talk about, you remember, you know, them get knocked down. 15 and the other 3, them try all kind of things to stop the other 3 because they run over more than that. You understand? The other 3, you know, Marky G up. It's about Marky G the winner. Today, I'm the winner. When you lose 15, when they use and do all kind of things to the people, now want to have that power again.
I want winner election, man. I want winner of the outcome of the election, Mark Bolin. Mark Bolin give strength. Andrew Holness lose strength.
Mark no lose.
Andrew
Mark gain.
Yeah. Double plus brother.
In double plus.
Yeah.
More lose. Double plus. Mark 14.
Yeah.
Mark was more than 100% seat. On top of it, in the dab.
Yeah.
While Andrew lose. Andrew lose. Andrew a big loser. Yeah, in a stock market term, Andrew the big loser. The PNP market, you know. You understand? Andrew stock nosedive. Big dip. Him weak in a parliament.
Big dip in the index.
In a different environment. The bullet tactics with them have an that shut off mic when people in the middle of them presentation. That can't go on again. Them can't do that again.
No.
You understand? Them can't subtune a little frozen bill and expect that we get, you know, passed. No. Because remember the lower house and the upper house now Senate. Them no control that again. So everything now, them are operate in a different and a new environment where them no used to. That's why we know them now go deliver for the people. But Andrew, may I beg you, the first week, raise the minimum increase to 32,000 per week. Please and thanks, because you promised the people, you know. And at the last promise you
That will
make to
never
them is
happen.
in your mind. And the people counting on you for that 32,000 minimum wage package now, where you have for them on the table. Do not fall back on your word. You say you're a man of integrity, you must follow through. If it's once in your life in a politics, you need to follow through on this. Because poor people, you trick and con, you know. Yeah, and the whole of them things, well, then you can offer them 32,000 minimum wage package. Your economy don't allow you to. Yeah? And nobody will employ people. Now go pay them 100% increase when them get zero. And those are the people who get 0% increase. And them employ minimum worker, wages worker. So you in a big trouble. Yeah? Don't feel like so well then everything is rosy for you right now. And now it get bitter upon you. No. Remember you have court here to go. Remember the Integrity Commission now, yeah, have to move the gag order. So when people
Holness. And so we take our cues from him. And he has said that we will continue.
Stop embarrass. You look nasty thinking from somebody around you. Yeah? And before you want people see you. Big dirty thinking, Owen body Carol Smith. Go back a back road. I will send you under your big dirty thinking, mama, yeah? Yes. So when you talk about anything when you talk about yourself, you talk about, and you poop away your David, yeah? Come off here. He's a piece of shit. Yeah. We never put on you know. And you have to be a loser when you come on. So remember when I put Andrew Holness must say so now. When you are shit. Remember we out no giant church neither. I have a pastor here. He may pray for we after we're done. Because people have to go up and back your toe stink. Don't ramp with me. Yes. All right. We never ramp with them, you know. Because they must feel say we are one of them who can run down and top. We never ramp with them, no. We are shit. Just keep away. Yeah? All right. Here she no pastor. And I make melting pot finish that. But here this melting pot. Here she right, yes or no, attack our foolishness. Hear this now. Remember, you know, them come up with a promise. She said she wonder how she can do this. Hear this.
The most honorable Andrew Holness. And so we take our cues from him. And he has said that we will continue to lead in terms of humility. And that is what we will do. That is what we will endeavor to do. We'll continue to work for everyone. There's a lot more work to be done. I found myself this morning looking at the manifesto and looking at all the things that we've said we're going to do and thinking through how we're going to do them. We've already started to.
Yeah, what she said, quiet. We're thinking through how we're going to do them. Big nasty thinking, Green Rose. Go run up under your mama and come off here, you piece of shit, yo. Yes, you hear what she said, quiet?
Yeah, man.
Them. Hear this.
Myself this morning looking at the manifesto and looking at all the things that we've said we're going to do and thinking through how we're going to do them. We've already started to think, and we'll continue to do so with the utmost respect for the people of Jamaica, because
let me play it back again. You hear these people? How we going to do them? You can't believe don't think you have a plan. So you're supposed to do them, you can't think that. Let me play it again.
I found myself this morning looking at the manifesto and looking at all the things that we've said we're going to do and thinking through how we're going to do them. We've already started to think.
We already started to think. So this was no plan.
It wasn't.
Hey people, hey, me tell you, say them are nasty. Man.
Them never have no money to begin with, you know.
Yes.
So it new to her now. When them copy off a mark holding system, it new to her. So she have to look in at it, you see how she chuckle when she reach a state in her comment where she made. She chuckle, you know, because something strange. She never see it at the first she see it. Yeah. Because Andrew couldn't have a manifesto when they would tell the people themselves. Because Andrew knows say, even when him around the election, the country stagnated, the country still in a recession, the country still have level 4 travel advisory in health and security. So Andrew never run no election for no strength, yet as it relates to him governance. Remember saying no, as several members of the party under investigation, and Andrew know that. Them lose the debate. Him know that. Everybody know. Yeah? But what bother me so much is the high level of corruption where the man then implement for the election. Yeah? And when you look and see the amount of corrupted criminal will return back in a parliament, boy, I can't wait for the Jagada come out for the Integrity Commission list. Yeah? And the impeachment, you know, market will visit back that. Them have to sign the code of conduct. It's a must. All these things, Mark G can legislate people now from a position of strength, but them can't give no talk. So them know, even though them win, them not a majority. Them still under the cloud same way. And Mark G will make sure know along with the rest of 28 strong member of parliament, where candidates will follow him in a God knows. Them are going to work on them issue there. I sat in there, you know. You think I sat around with them? Dr. Dayton Campbell not ramp with them. Mark G not go ramp with them. Peter Bunting not ramp with them. I want to know them. Yes, Pastor, what I say?
Now, I say, and Damien, may I tell you, may I include
Damien?
Damien?
Damien too. You know, I have to leave it. You want them time and eat a man, you know. Yeah. You understand? So, we know, say, them have a next guest coming within the next 6 months. Because number one, we don't know when Andrew court date, but by them time we here. Yeah, and Andrew not ready for that, you know. In the new phase and third term, him not ready for that. Because I'm supposed to work to deliver to the people and whatever I promised them. That's why I never have no manifesto, so Andrew not really promise them people I don't know, you know. I never have a manifesto, I tell them nothing. You're going to trick them with road work and hand out money. So they're going to think them people that can hear from Andrew Holness, like with all of the JLP candidate them said to them supporters, we buy on the vote, we don't want nothing. That's what the people are going to hear. So we know in the diaspora, we are going to apply our own austerity measure upon them. Cut back on this $54 billion US we are going to them. Reduce it by 70%. Give them a 30% just to help the young one and the elderly. Them trying back woman and man who try to find Andrew Holness officer and a member of parliament office. No call for no medication. No call so no house burn and look help. Don't bother with them things that diaspora and entertain that no more. Yeah? And they are telling right now, one of the sector were heavily hit by this, you know. Yeah? And the music sector, where you know rise from the ghetto. Because them people are not a plan for that, you know, and that is a lively income to ghetto people. I mean, Andrew now bring back that. Because Andrew have to protect him boys and big place uptown, where the whole of the ghetto people have now have to go see the entertainment. When it comes to them recreation side, uptown it then now. Because you dare not keep nothing in your place now, ghetto it a lock off. Nobody now invest in that. So no pocket and go, but no. I remember Mark G that go restore back them the two no little place and go to power in our hand as the people for Jamaica. So me can understand how to sell out them idea that do nothing. The man them never have no manifesto. I don't vote for no manifesto, Prime Minister. And the man will come with a plan where map out to benefit the entire Jamaica. We don't reject that. Because regardless of the corruption where them use, you know. You see people in Jamaica, and me attack labor right too. Really, I choose Jamaica. We don't choose a better Jamaica, we don't choose a corrupted Jamaica. And that me I say tonight, I yield back the floor.
Yes, Pastor Ricky.
Yeah, thanks. Sir Melting Pot, I agree with you. Listen, Father Lonesome is an engineer and an artist, and Melting Pot, you do music and you sing, and me too. And when we own our craft, originality, what I talk about, we not have to wonder how we're gonna deliver it. We just go in our studio and voice, right? Father Lonesome.
True.
And the engineer push the button and we get the song afterwards. So if them didn't really had a plan, because what I'm doing, them wait till after the People's National Party publish their manifesto to look at it, to thieve some ideas and reframe it or repackage it. Them not have no plan, them not have no. This is the government. Them supposed to lead by example. The traditional thing is to issue your manifesto, even before the debates. Yet them not have the manifesto going into the first debate. So when she stand up and I say, well, we never thought of these, and we have to now think of how we're going to implement these things. That's because it's not their original idea. When you are the original subscriber or author of something, like them, so them write that. Them should have the team should have communicate that write it should have communicated to them and everybody know what's in it. You can't write something now or have something and say you gotta think or you gotta implement it. Foolishness. So this is a backward thinking government. I'm just want to add something to what Sir Melting Pot said because the Jamaican people don't understand the consequences of what went wrong yesterday. Them accept corruption, criminality, and capitalism. Because this Jamaica Labour Party is a capitalism party. Them deal with the rich. Them not care nothing about the poor. And so when them sell out for corruption and capitalism and criminality, remember, the Jamaica Labour Party did not do nothing in the 9.5 wasted years in government.
True.
Desperation caused the prime minister forgotten halfway through, put himself in a reckless and careless situation. Could I get hit by a driver with the on him phone and not pay attention? Same I give out pamphlet of achievements. And when you read the achievements, there were no real achievements in that. Them the only thing them do, and Father Lonesome said this all the time, is ZOZO, Zone of Special Operation, SOE, State of Emergencies, NIDS, a biometric trace and track identification system, and austerity measures where them not fix the road because of the loan where them get from the IMF, the World Bank, the Inter-American Development Bank, and the Caribbean Bank, and the European Union. All of these loans that them get from 2016 to this year comes with austerity measures, which cause them now for show appear as atrocities upon the people and neglect the need of the people and the development of the country, like infrastructure and roads and bridges. Hospitals were run down and deplorable. No AC in a hospital. Doctor can't even do surgery. More in a hospital. No beds. No medication. People have to pay. People have to pay for basic necessities what them need when them go hospital in Jamaica. People are dying at the hospital. So them don't do nothing for the people them. How can you say your government and the most precious commodity that God gave us free upon the earth, which is water, when rain down, rain upon the earth, water flowing in streams, lakes, and river and in the sea, and yet you should be ensuring that every single Jamaican house have water come out of them pipe, clean water with no toxicity in it. Yet the people them never have water for how much weeks and months leading up to this election. And then all of a sudden you give them water for election and now you're gonna turn off back water. The people them fail. And when I say people, me I talk about the labor right, them will take millions of dollars. Can remember, them a lot $1.6 billion for the general election whenever it would call. Them set aside them 1.6 billion. Yet them can't pay the pensioners on time every month. the pensions for the old people them late. Sorry, not old people, elderly. Let me be grammatically correct. For the elderly them late, the teachers them in a negotiation with a government that's a cabinet, not a full-fledged government, and them I promise them after them promise our public sector 0%, and then right up to the election, them I negotiate with teacher that even the teacher them say right now, if them not get a good wage package, them not guarantee school are gonna open next week, Monday, the 8th of September. Firefighter argue over increase. I mean, nurses have blackout day with them we blackout protest because them not get them overtime pay. Corporal Rowan James got an interdiction because him speak out on the behalf of the rank and file at a funeral for get them attention. But said the court ordered that you need to implement an electronic system to pay overtime and get rid of the manual system because it on now pay the police them. Them not do nothing. So when we look at this do nothing tax and spend government, they have not done nothing for the Jamaican people. And I agree with Father Lonesome and Melting Pot that the people in Jamaica, dark days are ahead of you. And when I speak pessimistic or negatively, it's because of the attitude and the behavior of what we see in this government, that them even cut GCT and raw products, for farmers, for take away the playing field from the farmers, take away the leverages from the farmer, for bringing imports. Our import is deficit is outweighing our export. Our import bill is over $7 billion, $5 billion more than our export. Because what? Them are bringing whole heap of food in the country from foreign that our farmers can plant. So the farmers, them food are rotten and them don't have the storage capacity to keep them food. So when you look at the atrocities, the wickedness and the evil of this government against the Jamaican people, there's no way this government should be in office again. But like we said, we conclude them thief the election, and not even Jesus can tell me, say them not thief the election. I am so convinced based upon the evidence that I see, and I have a great relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, and I know without a doubt that them thief this election. And if Jesus could walk this earth, and would have tell us, and would have confirmed that them thief the election. And one last point, Comrade Leader Mark Golding, please have a team to investigate voter fraud. Everything what happened yesterday, get a team of investigators to look into it. And if you have to go to the court, because we need the EOJ to come out of the Prime Minister's office, there is no guarantee that any upcoming by-elections, local government election, or the next general election, as long as the EOJ is in the Prime Minister's office, we will always have voter fraud like what we see yesterday. Back over to you.
Yes. Prince Q.
Yeah, I have 3 points to make. I want Jamaicans to know this. Um, 4 generations ago, my great grandparents came to Jamaica. My grandparents, great grandparents, PNP. Grandparents, PNP. My parents, PNP. Family members in my generation, PNP. No, if my family from my great grandfather to myself can be a comrade, let me ask you a question, my Jamaican voters. Why is it that the two sons of Andrew Holness and his wife are not on the voters list? If your parents are in politics, your parents are politicians, why are their sons' names not on the voters list? And, and let me ask the other question. Where are their sons? Are they in the island? Off the island? And why were they not voting yesterday? We saw Mark Golding and his family on several political stages of the PNP, and we have yet to see the two sons of Juliet and Andrew on any political stage with them.
But
Jamaicans, we need to ask this question. Where are the sons?
no, but sorry, sister, but maybe they're not just them father and they don't want to get mixed up in the politics. So we just leave them out because
That's the
sometimes
point I'm trying to make,
yes,
Wayne. That's the point I'm trying to
that's
make.
father criminal in us. So
That's
they
the
don't want
point I'm trying.
yes, they don't want
Want to support their parents.
yes, they don't want to do that. They want to curb
Yeah,
your own.
exactly the point.
Yes.
Thank you. That's the point I'm trying to make. No, the $32,000 minimum wage that was promised to us, right? No, I want Jamaicans to do the math. If a teacher and a police officer is making less than $200,000 per month for their salary, a civil servant, how will they be able to pay a household helper $32,000 a month? Because remember, in Jamaica right now, $32,000 is basically what we pay for mortgage here, the cheapest mortgage you can pay per month. So how is it you are going to be able to pay a helper or a nanny for your child if you are being paid $200,000 per month? The math's not going to math out. And I would like to say to my current leader, you did a good fight, and we're all here to support you. And the 29 PNC candidates that we have now is going to be a renaissance and a bright future for Jamaica, because right now we have the power to speak and be more powerful in the House of Parliament. And I yield the floor.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So, Andrew, as I tell you before, we are not having our pet, I'm going to tell you, we are your worst nightmare right now. Yes. And as we said before, and like we have gone away, Andrew. No, we have to change Jamaica. Yes. And him have something coming in and run around here. So, let me tell you something. Andrew losing the same way, Him have 15 day before yesterday. Him
Yes.
have again. Them like 1/3 gone from him. And nearly 1/3 that him lose.
Yeah.
Them could have walk and do and make havoc. Without the PMP and then disrespect. Because anything him come with, them just vote to it. Them gone. So him now that kind of power that we want certain things to pass through this. So where them for use, when them know them for use, I know say we're 2/3. At least them for use them now it again.
Right.
So you have to be careful when you flash this kind of weak down. Let me just remind them because them don't know. Them don't.
Them weekend.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So Sir Mark Golden, you have to deal with him crab it too,
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand? You have to deal with him crab it. No two way about it. You see? You have to deal with him crab it. Kind of easy, See? Yeah, man. Them not easy. I think Kirk I want away, I think Kirk I want away. Yes. Yes. See? Because right now, them not feel good. You see? After them sum up them thing, I ball more than everything else. Tell me, I tell you this. Yeah? After them thief, can remember there's a tsunami lick them, that you have 49 and then get what? One white marking and lose one. Them game. You understand? Them game. See? Said push you even one of them people when them have over there. So Peter Bunting wipe him out clean. Peter Bunting wipe him out. I want to them guy that was stand up on Peter Bunting wipe him out. See? Yes. So them try and stop some little bleeding with them teeth. They stop it. Yeah? But it was a tsunami not them. You understand? Tsunami. So right now, and I like him have the strength when they have, couple weeks ago. When him in the parliament and I give big chat and I go on. No. Change now. You understand? Yeah. You understand? See?
Yeah.
So this is a change to him. Him weak now.
Yeah.
Weak now. And we run yourself hold him accountable same way, nothing no change. Come tell him, so we are mercy now. Him can't call him Freddy Cougar,
5 more years to
them
beat.
straight.
5 more years to beat him.
No, you force him to do election. Can't hear this. Hey, let me tell you, I couldn't go in this, okay? So for me, like Marky G, you know, yeah, what me I do now? Yeah, what me I do now? You tell him come with him foolishness, me just stand up on him. Him now get through nothing at all. What am I do? All him have to do is go call election and try get a bigger mandate to try push through. Time can't push through nothing. If him chat too much, him not push through nothing. You just catch. When him come and chat all too tough, you just catch. Run him where to. Yeah? Him have to come talk to you. In a decent way. You understand? You can't, when you want to push through, you not push through nothing. So man just sit down there and lose. When them call lame duck, you just lame him up.
Lame duck, yeah.
Lame him up. Man, lame duck, you just lame him up. Make him have to call early election. Because the man a bigger mandate and this time him can't keep it. He can't keep it. So if him have one tough, just make sure you lame him up. No make him come back. Remember you have the power now, so market.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything where need 2/3 in the house, you lay them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the man we might talk to.
Father Lonesome, now is the time. Tough time to challenge him for the leadership. Because if him weaken them party, them lose big. Yesterday was a moment of defeat. The only thing that hold on to was the government. So tough time them need to challenge him now because him weaken them party.
Yes. You understand? So right now, you lay him up. Him come and him want push through this. Now you say, you don't have no manners. No! Move! Make him run out enough time and contract that could get for burn him out. Yes, like how them a chat, because them don't know about politics, you know. Certain thing where you need enough things, enough of the things that where you need for pass through now and a 2/3. Yeah, you're gonna need majority right to say for pass through. Remember, have manners. When you don't have the manners, you don't go away. You understand? Lay him up. Make him chat with sense. And go where I'm doing. Drink water. Yes, brother.
But Andrew go with Andrew do a canvassing when I'm penetrate and pay special attention to You see the KFC, you see the KFC thing there. That was a farmer canvassing to see how greedy the people is.
Yes.
And how hungry the people is for anything where you offer them. So them worked out and said, what if them are fight for 2-piece chicken? 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 can't get them for. That was a canvassing. To see the crowd for the offering of 2-piece chicken, KFC.
Yes.
Them use that now and determine say, this is how we're going to offer them. 15 grand go up, depends on which part we are go. Anyway, we know so well then, not too rigid. We don't give them a big money. But if we place them, we know so well then we want them see there. Because we can't afford to make them money we under investigation, go to prison. That's how we are going to spend the bigger money. So that incentive and influx of vote buying and the size, the size metric, where them are give the people. So we are only for people. And they hear the young man there say, boy, the man them can't believe the man them say Marky G and but come voting there, the man them take money and vote against Marky G. Cause that one, them use the KFC project where you see them implement when you're there. You notice that never happened in Jamaica yet? It's a master stroke and the same play, But it's a backfire upon him. Because anything you do under criminal circumstance, it must backfire, No matter how good it look at the outset, it's going to backfire. Because more and more you go deeper into things, you're going to find it becomes an obstacle, It's an obstacle in your way, Marky G in a parliament, man. You think that tough talk that we have and the arrogance that you are showing in a parliament. You can't walk out in the parliament again either. Because if you do that, the people know you're weak.
No.
And remember, the 3 seats we have left to climb the scale and to attain.
Melting Pot, I'm sorry. You know, you have to have at least I think 18 members of parliament have a decorum. So when them did walk out of parliament, we did only have 14, so they did have to stop the debate.
Yeah,
but now, if they walk out again, we can continue the debate. Right? Go ahead, man. Great point.
That's why I'm challenging him to walk out now.
Yes, I'm staying now. Yes, so you can't walk, if you walk out, they get flapped. And when the opposition talk to you, you have to sit and look for me, you know. Me turn you in a dead duck, you know. Like if that me I tell you, oh me stay, you can't get nothing through me and pass. Me I tell you. Hey, him don't know me, you know. Hey brother, you say for me, you know that? Like Marky G. You see like come and them thief and them run up and down now, you see 29, 30. Him can't get nothing. Wait about 2/3. Me have everything me turned out.
Everything.
Call election.
That's how they do it in America.
Do nothing.
I saw them do it in America in a Congress. That one party definitely don't support the other party.
I'm going to him have a call election. No fight nothing. Kevin can't do nothing. Him have a call election. He might just
and that's why that's why Marky Gino stand up on him. Don't support him in nothing. Make him can't deliver nothing to the people.
Yes.
The people know when turn upon him, you understand? Because remember, I know, you see all them money where them can't get accountable for, they have to get accountable for it, you know.
Yes. You have to negotiate with me. I said, I'm going to call them and say, let me tell you something, Joe. Remember me when my wife out all of this. Remember you can't do certain things where you want to know. Remember, you know. God does pay now. Where you go. Me I turn in and lay him up. Let me just tell the fam now. God.
Exactly.
Me I run this now.
So the PMP can
no business. I know business about local media them neither, you know. And we are tell you, we know business about them. People them here work for you. Let me tell you what them do wicked. You see when them lock off, remember, you know, you go for vote, you know, people yesterday. There are thousands of people turned back. Me I tell the people from all over the place. Frustrated, stand up in a sun, line long. Number 13, go and tell them put up barrier, one piece of thing because the people them come with them shirt over say them should not wear it. Because when you wear it in a them kind of black belt, them know one thing when I go in there so for go vote and a Marky G vote them.
Yeah.
So them are gonna do everything for the real it. Yeah? No, in a local government, them go up at 10 o'clock, them have vote with up a dance, with up a
Vaz.
So when you're in a line, them say it's there, you know, in a line. When them show, when at 5 o'clock, you still nobody no come join the line, but them know you for vote. Right. Them shut it off same time. So after you wait so long, so the people them will wait till 2 o'clock from 2 and 3 for 3 hours and 2 hours. 5 o'clock them shut off, them not get for vote. Just think how much people not get for vote. Think about when you're in a line, where you go when you look at vote, some people wait 5 hours for vote. Then them talk about people low turnout. It's not no low turnout. Right. You know what people register for vote? Couple more than 50,000, don't it? New people go up on the voters list. New people go up on the voters list. Yeah? So people didn't really want to vote. But Andrew, you know, when you have a high voter turnout, say, yo, me have to cut them off because me now go win. Them are go overrun the system. I him never come vote for you know. Find a way to cut them off. First, them shirt, 4 hours. Something will take you 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Turn 3 and 4 hours. You know what people get frustrated in that?
Yeah.
When you look machine now work, them introduce machine. These things wrong. Yeah? And by the evening when you look, digital down, the line them down. Hey, them cut out cable and them are said directly. Them cut. Why them do this? Them out the whole of this. Hey, it was a plan.
Yeah.
It was a plan.
Them check something with bomb scare just the Friday. Yeah? And then them blame the PMP. That was a plan because the people them come out for vote, no police never get for vote neither, you know. Them that go to the PMP too. So when you do, you stop no people from vote because police have to come and go. Hey, you know, see the plan? It was a clear plan.
Yep.
Clear,
Yes, we
clear
see.
plan.
Yeah,
It was a clear plan. But
yes.
make us something away.
Yes.
And going forward, you see the polling station hours where them are locked up, it needs to be extended further. In the UK, we vote up to 10 p.m. Up to 10 p.m.
You know
I remember.
You know what?
Remember, everything count. You understand? And there are 70 million people there. So you look up 2.8 down the way, and everybody have vote. Take out the kids, them and the elderly, some of them who not participate again. It's less than 2 million people.
You have 2 million on the voter list, 2,100,000 and something right now. And
put it this way.
Right?
Yeah, so why not? But I know that amount of people spread out island wide with all these polling divisions. Why can't we get the process run smoother, more efficient, and on a time-consuming scale? And then again, that 3 hours they will employ and get people to go work. But there are Jamaica, me a vote, you know. You see me vote early and can't go work, me go. But you say other than that, boss man run your place, you know. Because you're like 1 day pay when me have a loan. My future have more in store for me than your 1 day pay. So me has protect my future going forward by exercising my right to vote. So we know the polling station time have to extend. Because Mr. Bars extended for the morning to 9 o'clock. Yeah. So we know everything that can go wrong went wrong on election day. Yeah, but we don't feel that we are the loser. We know we are the winner. We gain 15 more seats that give us momentum in a parliament where this nasty government where Andrew Holness are run, this corrupt government where Andrew Holness are run, they have to cease and desist. Most of them corruption they will them carry out in a parliament. Me a dear Andrew Holness to walk out. And Andrew Holness, me I beg you wholeheartedly, please give the people them the 100% increase per minimum wage because they deserve it. And to pay the teacher them, and to clear the backlog of payment where you have for the police officer, even though most of them don't deserve it. Because they must sell out, you know. Police them sell out them future to corruption. Because it look like them have benefit from corruption on a daily activity. So why not keep the corrupted government in office? Because we can hustle the road and a market gym, you know, think that ever happen. You understand? So you what? We have keep the money in place, you know. Yeah, this guy our name Glasspole, but we more call him Tadpole Brown. You understand? We need
Green.
Tadpole Green. Yeah, Tadpole Green. Well, because in can't like you, yeah. You can't represent a man like you know. So Tadpole Green, yeah. Him need to get investigated, you know. Because me can't tell anybody said him supposed to get $1 million or $2 million from Andrew Holness just to corrupt the election. Me not ask. Me know all the operate. So you see fee money, if the little average people out there get 20, 50 or up to 100,000 a year. You could have looked on Tadpole Green and not give him 2 or 3 million or 5 million. Whole heap of money running the stuff. Whole heap. And then pick the people them. We're going to the polling station go work. And them rig the election. The election rig right side of Andrew Holness in the EOJ. You know, everything we are going, ombudsman silent or the ghost within the silent. Nothing. Some want hear, if me have a hear from the ghost, we are get 60 million a year. God, the ghost must see the corruption, the high level of corruption that take place on the day. Yeah? Oh, we have a local government election just recently, and it run much smoother than this. And the voter turnout is almost the same in terms of percentage. I want to tell you, even the local government election, more voter the turnout for that than the general. What can go so? But at the run more smoother than what we see. But I'm just the same lose that you can't go back with that philosophy there. You might have to corrupt the system now. That's why I'm just saying, I call it when you know can't win. So when them get everything in place, every mechanism will work here and there and everywhere, and them do it in such a strategic way that if you don't know where you look for, you can't see it. Everybody assigned to a different way of using corruption and the day. Like what them do to things to them do to somebody in a different format, but it combined and calculate to be the same effect. They might tell things that should not depend this. They might tell some other people say that your number not there, so over they say for vote. Everybody know them polling division. That a something voters supposed to know which part them poll them vote. You understand? That's why I say the system have to change up. You understand?
Yeah.
You carry your card with your ID, you go.
Yes, I'm fire, man.
And you do your thing and you put it in there and then go up on the list and you make sure you see them mark off your name, the right name on them list. And you deal with your thing, carry your thing, go and search, turn up yourself. Why Jamaica can't have it? Why you don't go there with a number and then pop out something and deal? Nah, man, it's bad. Yeah, we have our that we can look over market X, because it demonstrate on it. Nobody now have to tell you how to do it. It demonstrate on it, and you see the real one up there. So, them show you down there so if you market, you just do so and do who you mark on your mark. Them take it, tear up, drop it in there, you go about your business. It's as easy as ABC.
Let me say something back. Oh, why every 5 years we have election and they have guy like the third pole green and all. Yeah, people only know sir glass sport board me are chatting because I want to catch him name first. So only know sir him will have talk. Him coming like but the guy that name down there before, Dalvin Walker. He's not different from Dalvin Walker, but it sell out the election and then them take him and put him in a big job. Remember? And him them send against Peter Bunting after them that try to turn him a politician. Him a big job, you know. So glass pole, that a third pole green, are the same thing.
Yeah, no different.
And what me answer, Pat, why them not come build something where we can do early vote, like in the state?
Yeah.
You know that thing where you mail in vote and you just
absentee ballot, them called.
Yeah, we can't do all these things. We should have set up that man.
Vote in a way. That is the direction. That's the direction when we are talking about to the system need to change and upgrade to that system when we are talking about the one where you just talk about to. Yeah. You see elderly people and disabled people for them time different. Yeah. So you make them people vote for a day when all the member of the security them have a vote. Because I know only for them. So you bring them out for a day there. Because them slow the process as well. And you can't do not easy them because look what some people can't move. You couldn't pressure them, but them still have a right to vote. So you create a day for them people especially. You understand? So now able people now can process more easier.
Yeah.
That's why I want. But Marky G now can legislate for them type of thing there.
Yeah. The way the absentee ballot thing work now, is say if you're a US citizen and you live overseas or you work overseas, you get to mail in your ballot, but you have to mail it in prior to the day of election. And if for some unknown reason it arrive like tomorrow after election, them still count it. And so this kind of system benefit you who are living outside of the country. So like Jamaica, now they've done because 6 million Jamaicans living at the diaspora.
They're not going to that, the man say, boy, yes. But pick up yourself, my brother. Pick up yourself, my brother.
And then one more point. In America, polling station, America have 3 different time zones: East Coast, Mountain, Central, and Pacific. 4 different time zones. So in America, polls close 6 p.m. on the East Coast, 7 p.m. on the East Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and at midnight for the West Coast, because the West Coast is 3 hours behind the East Coast. So midnight will be 9 p.m. on the East. So America, polls are closed every hour upon the hour up until midnight. So them must accommodate the people of Jamaica. If them say them choose Jamaica, you can't choose Jamaica without the people of Jamaica. Because Jamaica is a land, it's an island, it's a piece of land that God put on the earth. So when you talk about Jamaica, we think about the people. So if them say them choose Jamaica, you have to have the people in mind. So you allow the people them for vote. It's because a person coming off work at what? 2 o'clock, rush hour traffic, them go to the poll. By the time them get to the poll, 4:45. They might like them run them out of the line yesterday. Them not get for vote. So them need to extend the polling hours and keep it open. Because if you're running the government right and the country right, you don't need to worry about losing. And when you now do the right thing now, you got the fraud and fraudulent behavior and you have your scare tactic them because you know you not do a good job.
Yes. And Pinkskew. Remember, Sir Andrew Holness, before you come in, Pinkskew. Remember, Sir Andrew Holness, I'm in the certified yet, Remember that guy's a billionaire, That guy not supposed to then know where at all get Jamaica house and win a business. Most Jamaican not like him. You understand? Me not thought the hungry craving belly one them, Yeah? Him cut off the voting thing to keep it down, him suppress it. 5 o'clock you cut off and make sure the people them not vote. The rest of them not thousands leave. Because some have vote 3, 4, and 5 hours in a line. And then you say about a low vote turnout. People them come out for vote. People them came out to vote. But when though, if them vote, remember say more about So if him a thief, him could not overwhelm. Yeah, it a overwhelm him and run and people just can't straight up. They might lose too much. See, so him at that him do suppress the vote. Yeah?
Yeah, we know.
Yes, Pinkskew.
As thank you, Wayne. That is why I was suggesting earlier that I think we should look in the future, next elections, to subdivide the PDs so you have more polling stations so the lines can be shorter and more people can vote on election day. I want to tell my Jamaicans this: the voters ID. If you look at the back of it, there are 5 numbers there. On the short side, there are 5 numbers. The first 2 numbers tell you what constituency your vote is in. And the other 3 numbers tell you where your polling station is. So everybody's supposed to know that where they're supposed to vote. So anybody, if you turn up at an election, if you turn up at a PD on election day and somebody tell you that your vote is not there, show them the back of your ID. Your vote is supposed to be there and nowhere else because the ID give you that information. I mentioned earlier about the voters wearing their party colors. Back in the day, you were instructed not to wear the party colors. I don't. I want my Jamaicans who are probably older than me to remember that you were not supposed to wear party colors because it might cause some problems. People attacking you on that day. No, this government, in one of the rules that they changed, is that they told us that we can wear the party colors without the political symbol going in. And that is one of the things they use to trick a lot of people because they wear the party colors.
It was a trick.
Thinking that they will be allowed to vote because when you wear the party colors, they say you're PNP, they will block you. It's a trick. And I'm sorry the people did not see that trick beforehand. And when you look on Friday, the day of the bomb threats, We all know it was a distraction for our soldiers and police to be distracted. But look at the locations where the bomb threats were: St. James, Mandeville, Kingston, Portland, and Morant Bay. And when you have these locations where they're having these issues, that day I asked myself this question: are these the locations where the illicit members of parliament are? Because St. James, we have people like Malahoo and Horace Strang under suspicion. In Manchester, we have people like Rhoda under suspicion. We have people in Marant Bay. Do I need to name them? Michelle Charles and James Robinson. In Portland, we have the Vars. So obviously, I think where the where the bomb threats were on Friday is associated with the illicit members of parliament. And that is my theory. I yield the floor,
Yes,
Wayne.
yes, so Pastor Vicky. As me I say now, oh, melting pot, you up? You're back?
Different
Partner,
device in using.
partner, hear me. Yes, Pastor Vicky, as where I say, my advice to Sir Marky G, you're a winner.
Of
The
course.
match come up wicked yesterday. We know them about. Remember, I know them have 15 more around them. I run off them including George Rang and the one of them down son all over the place, including the Michelle Charles who run off farm out. And the next one they wanna have no sense none at all. That are valves. The two valves them should have gone,
Yeah.
Two valves them should have gone. Yes. One gone. But the other one, yeah, the other one should have got to. But you don't forget wise up. Stop make them buy on a vote.
Soon,
Stop. You're losing a bike now. When you lose a lot of things now because it's over.
Yeah.
Everything we under get last week and we not get it this week,
Ah,
Them
gone
bag
back.
not take money and buy things, give them and give them all kind of things, man, because they want the vote. You see this week now, is when them go check in melting pot. Can you hear me? You hear me, Pat? Pat, now hear me. You see when them go check him out this week and now, he might run your way. Next 5 years again.
Yeah.
So them
But
go want to
less than 5 years.
you know
yeah,
what, for alone some
yeah.
everybody will win them seat in the GLP side, them don't win more than them haven't surpassed 10,000 votes. And some of them are come out of constituents who have
Yeah, man,
40
me I
plus,
hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
40
Yeah,
plus
yeah, hear me.
registered.
Yeah, man, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me I hear you, man.
Yeah. 40 plus registered voters. So it tells me that they have failed to win over majority of the registered voters in their constituents. And some of those 8,000, 9,000 what them get is pad the box. So they're performing real poor if you really do the maths. Then current leader Mark Golding must be so excited. You know why? On every campaign rally or conference or meeting or even in his national conference, whenever he speaks about the impeachment act that he might go want to implement if he had one form the government, you know whose name he bring up? George Wright. Him use that as an example for say the man beat somebody with a stool and it is wrong. And that's why. So because George Wright lose now, current leader must be so excited because that's one person he wanted to get out of the parliament. George Wright, the woman beat her with a stool. And so,
Andrew,
yeah, Andrew.
I'll be a criminal around there,
But
Yeah,
Vaz,
man.
see the woman rub out Vaz some ruggedary way and tell him we spot him for go and what 2 days before election when him go through them West Portland and try influence the people them for vote for him and buy votes and them thing there.
Yes.
And him said the woman him call her a witch. And the woman say your mother and just rub him out bad. You know, a big MP like him, where a treasurer for the for the Jamaica Labour Party,
Yes.
will control the money And that when them have multiple GLP accounts in a SSL, Pansy scheme, and him are the money man, the trigger man, and him are the man a thief $1.4 billion and say him use it for buy school bus. I will know that's not the exact amount in pay fee. Yet the woman show him say she not afraid of him. So him now, him that close to come out now. Him on the verge of, it can say when I start perform in a Portland and him Vaz fully done, so wife got talk about them one about Boston Beach and Isaac been campaigning.
Stop everything.
Right,
Yes.
Isaac been campaigning pan give back the people them Blue Lagoon and,
Yes.
and all these things. So you see when Isaac get to work and lay the foundation and the people of East Portland are satisfied, and then it's the people of West Portland start to wait, but we need them kind of performance here in West Portland. Vaz in a chop, him know it tonight. Him said this is my last year. And because him knows that the aisle thing, them start drill for aisle in about 2 more years. And JPS contract is due to sign in 2 more years. So them are gonna get more in a deeper corruption in because them can't resist it. You see them aisle revenue we are about for flow in Jamaica. Comrade leader Mark Golin must keep him eyes on all of these things. And the JPS contract where them about for sign keep a bird eye view on an eagle eye on everything because them can't resist being corrupt. Them just it's in them DNA, the Jamaica Labour Party. They're criminals, they're thieves, they're liars, and them just can't resist doing wrong. Even if them not feel like it, a temptation are gonna present itself where them are gonna face with getting kickbacks, and if them give contract, and them are gonna jump on it. And so now we going to hold them accountable as the comrade Mark Golden have some powerful batsman now, you know. It been of the lady of the MP of the opposition, Dr. Angela Brownberg, who stand up and speak truth to power. She not afraid of none of them in a parliament. Now him have Damien, him have Jensek, Dr. Campbell. Now him have Isaac Buchanan, Steve McGregor, which is my MP car, you know, Franklin Town grew up back in the East.
Yes.
And him have a whole slew of army now for defend.
Dr.
Daz, the real doctor, right? You can't speak to medical hospital issue when tough stand up on the other side and lie. You see what I say? So the People's National Party is in a win-win situation right now because for getting 15 seats and weaken the government party, and now you have some strong warrior beside you. I mean, it's like a team, you know. Every coach want the best players them on him team, you know, for go win the game them. And so comrade leader Mark Golden now, them are shake, them have cause to the on social media, labor right and rub out labor right, you know. On TikTok all day and I say, whoa, Anne-Marie Vaz lose and she shouldn't lose and don't lose and everybody will lose them and rub out other labor right and so them take the money and sell. So it's a
money thing. Them are criminal.
Right, it's a money thing.
Yes.
It's a money thing. So all day on TikTok, labor right cost them own labor right friend. Cause them vex cause certain people lose or shouldn't lose. But anyway, last point. The People's National Party has nothing to lose. And when the final votes are counted, I would love to see at least one flip to make us have 30 seats in the parliament. Because this government must know that time still come for them. Because now we're in a much stronger position to hold them accountable. And Comrade Mark Golden, please, do not lead up off of the charge of corruption because of that elevate you from being 13 points down back in 2023.
Hold on the pause for a minute. Let me just start to Jack before my flush show. Yeah, Jack, you're so done, Sam Fufu. If Mark Golden, maybe just ask you something because you're nasty and stink, you know. I'm going to flush you, you know, but I'm ask you, I'm embarrass you because you're shit. If Mark Golden father there live in Jamaica from 1953, not before enough our born, enough years that 53. Yeah, we're going back now over 70 years now, right? Around 72 years that ago, right? 53. And then mother, married to him mother, and then them get them in the 60s and thing. Why them want to have business and play? And then if you have business place and everything in Jamaica, why want to have a house there? Because Andrew Holness them says so you follow the lioness, the criminal, the biggest criminal in the history of Jamaica. Yeah? You are following and say that per my show is a piece of shit. Get off here. You're big and dunce and fool. Hey, me I want to still a follow down and Buster rule though. Who not run fool, sir? And stink. If the man over there and do so much thing for him father and him mother for Jamaica, and them have much thing, why am I not place of Jamaica, you big old jackass you? Eh? One man have born and grow up there so, and things come across and him not have nothing there with Jamaica. You big and fool, sir. Don't come around with a fool thing around here, sir, man. Go around and do one with that, man.
Yeah.
You saw them down?
Well,
Continue,
the thing,
Pastor Rick.
Yeah, we know.
them don't reading on, them don't the research.
Them never mind to think of them own.
Right.
Oh,
Big
you
mama.
idiot self. So why am I
Big
the
mama.
parent? You idiot, yo. Man,
Yeah.
man, problem business.
Them wait on Big Mama for feed them misinformation, disinformation.
That's not that, yo. You know what I ask me about? So Andrew Holness use 2 taxi and turn billionaire. Nothing can go so.
Shell taxi.
I'm going to clear it for you and make you feel good. Make we give him the 2 taxi right now. Yeah? Andrew blind them, yes? Make we give him the 2 taxi. If I'm back in the days, it are more cheaper.
Right.
So we give him taxi now. And we give him all of the passengers in the world with him 2 taxi. In Jamaica. Remember, him can't make so much trip. So there is no way him can use them 2 taxi.
In a short period of
year.
year.
Trip to carry the people there. Remember, I know, we have JUTC bus. And the 200 hardware roll out, we short of money. We are $100 billion down on the Andrew Holness from 2016 till now. Because less bus are roll out, so it can't bring in the money. Can you imagine 2 taxis with 8 seats? I'm going to run up and down every day. I'm going to fight with a big stinking food. Don't come down here. Go talk to Andrew Holness. Yeah? All them fools are Pastor Ricky.
Well, all them have to do is read the IC reporting and the Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis report and read the Craig Beresford sworn affidavit. And the truth is right there. Back over to you.
Thank you. Yes. Melting pot, you know, long me look for you, man. I look, we talk and see you now come in, you know.
Internet did not give a problem, man. From today, it give a problem, you know.
All right, we still have some little time and I could knock it up before the time run out for we not fat. Because we there talk knock it up.
We just want the diaspora people know say people like Dion Jackson Miller was against us, diasporan. Yeah. You understand? Never want us to be a part of the process. Never want us to have no seat in the Senate. So we know if we apply back our own pressure, we have to push back these nasty people in Jamaica, you know. Some people will hide themselves under corruption and go on like them a decent citizen, like them care for the country. We have to send a strong message, diaspora, because we know they rejected us. So we can't give them money. We want to apply our own austerity measure upon Andrew Holness. So it have rippling effect in Jamaica. You understand? Because we're not supposed to take the money and support no corruption government in Jamaica. Make them go get that 4 billion there somewhere. I mean, no, nobody now do no business with them. Because remember, I know them have plummet down the corruption index, you know. The next report, you know, I go see Jamaica there. You know, investors are running from this place here. Because it have a virus of corruption when not good for them business. So make Andrew find we are all to feed them people in Jamaica. We now help Andrew Holness to feed the hungry people in Jamaica no more. Diaspora, if I want thing you can do for market G, hold back on the foreign exchange currency, please. Yeah? So we look And we see how them do them thing. It's a ring of corruption. Them farm against Marky G, call them up. Some farmer belly a care for this man, you know. The history of the Golden family, you know, should have been embraced in a more, you know, respectful manner. You understand? But instead, them draw the name Golden, yeah, in a gutter politics. Use all type of narrative, attack all the man's wife. We never enter in a public life. Always remain private. You understand? So it shows you that these people don't really respect your color, you know. They respect the party color. They don't respect your skin complexion. Yeah, if you're not green, them not show you no level of respect. What them offer is with corruption money, drugs money, taxpayers money, illicit enrichment money will come from Ponzi scheme. And that Mr. Jamaican people want. Them the want clean hands and pure heart to run the country. How can Andrew Holness retain him seat when him have so much charge hanging over him head? So many things to give account for. Because the 3 children are irresponsible people, you know.
Of course.
You can't tell me, say me as a businessman, I run the business. But it a run under the ground and me can't see that. But I must see it. So all 3 children miss out of the cabinet and him no know. Yeah, and you must know the drill money, the school bus money, the garbage school bus money, them the thief to run election. It's a blatant. And you can't want to see something in front of you. All of those, can we call them the Ponzi scheme too? Then the scam Ponzi corruption scheme as it relates to the drill and the school bus and money was set aside to run the election. The $1 billion where Andrew takes them one give people all of a sudden a money to run the election.
Election.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Be a criminal.
Solidarity program.
Criminal package of money them there. I remember my people. Because now still my people, we are all Jamaicans. Who now have to pay back that, you know? That have to go back and fill the gap where it come from. And the country will drop flat on its face.
True.
So I'm killing them with tax down there. I just 2 weeks I get Andrew to start pester the people on the road with the police them and the motor vehicle again. Everything is bad.
Let me say something to that. So my brethren called me this morning and he makes sure tell me say over a month now, 1 month, no police to write them no ticket. And to do that, you know, because he want the votes. But him not get. Him do that's what I tell you say Andrew a criminal mind, you know. See, so I'm not pressure them for them costs. You see now, you say next week, I saw for the motorists them now, man. And no,
Yeah, man, ticket on top of ticket.
Yes. Let me not tell you
the money have to come back in there. Or you think you might get it back? Half of the road.
Yes, man.
Left, right, and center.
Yes, man.
So make them stay there. And goods and service have a race too. Must raise, because them waste a lot of taxpayers' money. And it have to go back there to build the backbone of the next budget. So you have to start to prepare now. How far the next budget is away? Not long. Not long from now. Right. So by your quinta March, I want to see all Christmas to come and diaspora money to come at Jamaica. What kind of Christmas will I have down there? Because remember, I know the man, they not have more money for going right now, you know. Don't have the money for going right now. So I want to know how I'm going to enjoy Christmas. Because diaspora, I beg you to please for Marky G. Hold on upon the foreign exchange currency. That's all we look at show in solidarity to Marky G and the defeat at the hands of criminal corrupted element, we have to apply our own austerity measure. Because remember, Dan Jackson Miller never won none of we in the Senate. Because we are too close to the corruption now to point it out. And them want to have the play field for themselves. Them friend and come along so them can go on with them shenanigans. You understand? And we have to stop these things. So our work and the journey just start. You don't think we're done? We just a come. I yield back the floor.
All right, before I close up, I'm going to play this with Andrew Holness, so my brethren just say, yeah, man, tell it says that I know it's a criminality. Hear this.
This was not victory by default.
By default. A default.
Make no mistake about it.
A criminality. Hear this.
This was not an easy victory. Make no mistake about it. This was a fight.
Fight is a criminality.
But we did not descend my political organization. We did not descend to the gutter to fight.
Lie, Mattel. And says a fight. And a fight. A criminality. Because remember, you're still losing. You're not done 15.
In the center court.
You're duck. I mean, I say, if it chat, stick you out.
15. In the center 15. And him lose too.
He mash up. He mash up. Him dead. So we're done with him. Pastor, closing statement.
Yeah. When him said this was not a fight, a lie, Mattel. This man was campaigning up until 1 o'clock a morning, just like him did in the local election in a Gale St. Mary. This man was in the middle of halfway through in the middle of traffic, desperately argued pamphlet with fake achievements. And the word fight, if we did say that on our platform, because what them do, everything we say, them run with it and say we promote violence and them thing there. So now that the election is over, he might use words where we did try, kind of step back from, so them not accuse we of inciting violence. Because when the song Blood and Fire Comrade came out, we're marching. They make a big deal out of it and say we are promote war and, we are bring war to Jamaica. And that was a lie. It's just a song from the 70s will get remixed. So this man play a reverse psychology upon the people them. And it's time that, the people of Jamaica on a change in a mindset. Finally, on don't need for a partner politician on them shoulder because them turn on back the water or them patch a road. No, taxpayers' funds is what them use to do it. A phone of money want to pay taxes. This is why you hire them on election day, to do the work that you hire them to do. You can't bow down to them and worship them because them finally do what you hired them for the 9 years ago. And so we have to change that mindset and realize that you employ them. They work for you. The people of Jamaica, every politician in Jamaica work for you. On a day like yesterday is when you hire them. During the campaign is the interview process, where they reveal and demonstrate and tell you what and sell themselves to you, what them can do for you. And then now, upon yesterday, you hire them. Today is the day when you say, all right, welcome to the job. Now, when the work start, if them not put in the work, vote them out. Don't pat them on them shoulder when them come a week before the election or a month before the election for finally start patch road and turn on back water. I'm going to 10,000, 20,000. No. Be smart, man. Be wise. Make wise choices. Your future is at stake. Your children's future is at stake. And your grandchildren's future is at stake. Jamaicans, my fellow Jamaicans, if we not ever make no more mistake, thank God for the 29 opposition members of parliament. But if they ever make no more mistake in any future election, on a dog nyam on a supper, walk over to you, Father Lord.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne, for having me here. And my closing statement is that in addition to using taxes, our taxes to fix roads, they also use grants from the EU and from China. Now, I have always heard people refer to Andrew as baby Trump. And it is so similar when you think about Trump had over 90 indictments against him and he was re-elected. And here we have Andrew in the Caribbean, the baby Trump of the Caribbean, having all this cloud of suspicion over his head and he's been re-elected. Now let us go back to the 47 million that he claimed that he went into politics with. It is suspected that the 47 million that he's referring to came from out of money he stole from Siaga while working for Siaga because he's a scammer from morning, he's a scammer till today. No, Andrew's taxi thing, business that he had or claimed to have, the taxes that nobody saw, nobody ever called for the service. I would like Andrew, since he loved taxi men so much and enough to give them to raise the tickets, traffic tickets so high, and because he loved taxi men and want taxi men to vote for him in the future, to just teach the taxi men how to become a millionaire out of two taxis. That's all the taxi men want from Andrew right now. Just teach them how to become a millionaire. And that man that mentioned about and Mark not having a house. Many Jamaicans inherit houses, and it was last year that Patricia Golding, that's Mark Golding's mother, died. Obviously, there will be a transfer of title in the future if Mark chooses to do it. Again, if he chooses to do it. Mark's mother came from the South St. James area, and his her father was Dr. Levy. Dr. Levy was the doctor for my grandmother, right? So it's not like we don't know where his mother came from. His mother is also related to the family that have Jamaica broilers. That means they have a little two coins to rub together. Therefore, if a man chooses to live in his house of his parents, that is his choice and his right, and many Jamaicans, not only Mark, live in a dead left yard, a dead left house. And I close right here.
I can tell you something. The man have him in business place and the man have him house and them thing. They are foolish system attack.
Thank you. Thank you. We know that.
Spending parents' money. That is crap. So I never answer that. We think about it. You understand? That man, the man that live somewhere before his mother die. Man, if him have business, how much business all over the place where him have houses. You know, say Andrew was
Thank you.
see, Andrew, you're a stinker. You're a stinker. You're a Joe stinker. And uno so dumb that you come repeat it. And me talk to them straight, you know, when me hear foolishness about them, you know. Closing argument melting.
I realize that, Wayne. I realize that. You're very blunt, Wayne.
Argument, you know. I just want Mark Golding to know, say, we love him, same way. Our support, our strength is behind him, same way, 100%. Yeah? And we will be here, you know, trying to make sure know that we keep these garbage in check, because we not relinquish our grip where we have on them, because them afraid that with the Titan. So we will continue to be the watchdog to the People's National Party because they are still opposition. And you know, we don't deal with opposition on the same level where we deal with nasty government, you know, we see our people and oppressive people. But, you know, in saying all of that, I just want to warn the Jamaican people now. Please pray to God Almighty that a category 5 hurricane no lick no and earthquake anywhere between the size of 6.5 to 8 on the Richter scale don't touch you know. Because if that liquor in a brother, damn nyamo no supper, you know. Cause right now, now the diaspora in a different mindset. We not kind no more. We are hold on for the few little thing where we work in the Four Seasons country. Can't ship it come to Jamaica like willy-nilly. You understand? We have to make sure now we get a little pound, pence, and a penny. Because we don't have a next test coming, you know. Because when man a plan, God wipe out.
All
right, but there I know. People don't know some man and again I come beat them. I remember not Sunday coming, the other week Sunday. We are going to celebrate Mark whap them. Him whap them, so you know we're party on the deck. Yeah, when I can't miss that. I mean, you know, we couldn't see where I'm going and thing. You know, go up on the lake. Big lake party on the deck. You know, we keep every year. The 14th. So, you know, yes, we're out there. So, Carl man and get on a ticket, you know. Make sure when you get on a ticket, we are party on the deck. I remember when I want no firm out there, so, you know. For the road, Andrew and them, me not invite to know. Remember when I can't come on the deck. Yeah, I'm in a business. You know, we put these things over criminality, yeah? Every time. We're not business. People no money. Nah, we don't care if we come on the deck. You understand? Anybody around Andrew only support Andrew. We don't come near me neither. Yeah? No. I tell Andrew say we are being worse night. We must think a joke. Watch it. Big Mama can't save you. Big Mama, make sure you have to pay your $1.3 billion taxes right now, yeah? Yes. I remember Mark Golden. Remember, Infrastructural lame dog Prime Minister. With him, anything we want pass and him not chat so straight, catch. Put him to go catch. We stop talk. We are the Titans. Michael Button, my brother. We up here. Bless up, brothers and sisters. We are blessed.